So I'm gonna
Okay. We're all
accept
ready.
that. I don't
Streams
know.
up.
Yep,
I'm
I'm
not gonna
ready.
play the barbarian that's suspicious of magic if you're playing Tribe Wizard.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's a
Um,
lot of barbarians.
yeah. But we
Uh.
don't have one in we don't have one in um Hell's Rebels, so.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So recapping, we basically got to the climax of book 2 last session.
Yeah.
I guess in terms of a recap, there's not a whole lot to say, but it was actually quite a bit. Basically, you guys went through that little portal that it made when you touched when you touched the two statues in that were up that stairs, the set of stairs there, and you finally found Oriana, and she was yelling about how she didn't want to be under any more mind control, and you guys managed to like convince her that you weren't actually there to mind control her, that like Jace wasn't actually Sorshan, and she actually helped you fight the like you guys kind of came up with this idea of like turning one person invisible when you went through the portal into the next chamber, which is kind of like her bedroom there, and you guys surprised the fake Sorshan and uh, managed to defeat her in combat. And she almost got away. She teleported away um, with
Dimdor.
her dimension door spell-like ability, but because she was at 0 hit points, she immediately began bleeding out, and you guys chased after her and found her unconscious and finished her off. Um, Afterwards, kind of where we ended was you guys found a trove of a bunch of treasure that we didn't really dole all of it out, but that's probably gonna be one of the first things we gotta do. Um, and then yeah, Oriana got basically, uh, found some more of the surviving members of her Gray Maidens as well. But because you have Orion on your side now, they are no longer hostile to you. So, um,
Good.
do we want to just get right into the treasure?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Is that ever a question?
Okay. I think the first most important thing here is there was a bag of holding type 2. Um, so the reason why I'm considering this kind of the most important thing to figure out is I think everything that
Yeah, who's
nobody
gonna take
actually
it?
wants is just going to go into the bag of holding. And then when you guys get back to Magnamar, you guys can sell all the stuff that nobody wants. But who wants to hold on to the bag of holding? I think it weighs like 20 pounds. So
Who's strong? I'm not that
this is
strong.
a type 2 bag of holding.
How much space does it have left in it?
Well,
It's
it should be
basically empty. Like
empty-ish.
it had a couple things in it that you guys basically already took out. That I'm gonna go
Yeah, I
through
definitely can't carry.
as part of the loot, basically. Like the orb of consumption was actually in the bag of
Alright, I'm gonna
holding.
take it and put my extra armor in it.
There you
Okay.
go. Pilbow.
All right. So Pilbo has the bag of holding. Okay. Um, that orb of consumption that I mentioned before, I'm not sure if anybody wants that. It was the thing that you hold up and it like attracts people to come over and touch it, and then they get like a debuff when they do. It's kind of a weird item, but it's worth a lot of money.
It's not something that I think a
Not
Brellis would
something
have
I
much
want.
like use for. I don't
Sounds
even think
kind
I
of
can activate it, right?
evil-y.
Well, it still sounds
Mm,
useful, but not something that she would be able to use.
Yeah, it's not something I want to do
I
either
think
way.
anybody can use it. It just needs a command word. So yeah, let's see. It appears nothing more than a hollow sphere of pink glass the size of a halfling's head, which is a weird size metaphor, but all right, or simile. But When it's held in both hands and its command word is spoken, a pulsing light throbs at the core of the sphere, and the sound of an ongoing exhalation of breath emanates from the orb. Lasts for as long as you concentrate, up to a maximum of 6 rounds per day. All creatures within 10 feet of the orb that possess an intelligence score of 3 or higher, so basically not animals or like undead, mindless undead rather, save the orb's user who is immune to its effects. So otherwise, it does work. It does end up hitting allies, but it's only 10 feet. They succeed on a DC 15 will save, or they're compelled to approach the sphere and touch it. Save is required every round the creature remains within 10 feet, and it's a mind-affecting sonic effect. First creature to touch it takes 1d2 points of Constitution damage and 1d2 points of Wisdom damage, as the life, energy, and sanity is consumed by the orb, and it grants the person using it a +4 enhancement bonus to Charisma for 1 hour per point of Constitution or Wisdom damage dealt.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, per point?
1 hour per point of damage that it
Oh,
does.
1 hour per point, not +4 per hour per point or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, that would be absurd.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's kind of I don't know, kind of a little janky to use. If you have a free hand available, I guess you could use it. Maybe as like kind of a thing to pull out.
Definitely not
Because
something
the other
I'm
thing too,
interested in.
the other thing it does is that while they're touching the orb, that uses up their turn basically. Like they're just compelled during that turn to touch the orb. So that's the other thing it does. Besides the debuff, a little minor debuff it does, and giving you a buff, it can, yeah, like it uses up their turn while they're touching it. But yeah, if nobody wants to use it, it's also worth 10,000 gold pieces. So
Hey,
Yeah, if we could sell it.
put it in the bag.
I mean, like, yeah, like if someone else other than me uses it, it's probably pretty good, cause I just want to hide from the people we're fighting until they're close. I don't want to bring them to me.
Let's just put it in the bag.
Yep. Okay. In the bag.
okay,
What's the name of
orb of
Orb of
consumption.
consumption.
it? Okay.
There were 2 pouches that had various dusts in them. Dust of appearance, dust of dryness, and dust of illusion.
Yeah, I took those. I took Dust of Illusion and Dryness and Appearance.
You took all those? Okay.
Yeah. What are the quantities of each?
There are 2 doses of each.
Okay. Yeah, I've got all 6 of those then.
Okay.
These I can use.
There's an immovable rod, which is kind of a cool utility item if you don't know what that is.
That is a very cool one. You put it somewhere and it just stays there.
Yes, basically. They're worth 5,000 gold, so reasonably valuable. But what they do is when you push, it's a move action to activate it, and when you do, the rod will not move from where it is, even if staying in place defies gravity. Thus, the owner can lift or place the rod wherever they wish, push the button, and let go. Several immovable rods can also be used to make a ladder when used together, although technically only 2 are needed because you can basically move the bottom one up to the top.
Wait, can you?
So forth.
Yeah, you unmove it by like pressing the button again or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
An immovable rod can support up to 8,000 pounds before falling to the ground. If a creature
it's not
pushes
actually
against an
immovable.
immovable odd, yeah, it's just very difficult to move. If a creature pushes against an immovable rod, it must succeed at a DC 30 strength check to move the rod to 10 feet in a single round. So that a DC 30 strength check for this party is, I think, actually impossible at the moment.
It's impossible, yeah.
I don't think anybody in this party is
Sure.
strong enough yet to push that. Even with like, so for you guys, it's effectively immovable, but
So
yeah, maybe at a
is
high
this
level you can
rod
push it around.
saying that a DC 30 strength check is equivalent to 8,000 pounds of of force?
I don't know, honestly. It does make me curious and almost makes me want to go look at the carry capacity table and figure that out, but yeah, I don't know.
Alright, well, I guess I'll hold on to the rod if no one else is going to grab it.
Sure, you can hold on to the rod.
Okay.
I can hang my blacksmithing tools on it.
Just gonna use
It's
it
a
as
very
like,
good adventuring item.
yeah, it's useful.
Yeah,
Another
it is.
useful item you guys got.
I'm trying to
This-
remember that I have it.
This item is called a whispering coin. It's basically kind of a minor divination item. These things are very like having a divination item like this is pretty useful to have because well, if you're ever like at a spot where you want some guidance, this can help you with that. Once per day, the wearer flips the whispering coin and asks a question in Thessalonian. While the coin is in the air, it provides an answer as it lands, either yes or no. It also whispers the answer into the user's ear as it lands, like as the coin lands. Whispering Coin's knowledge is only limited to events that have a significant chance to affect the coin's carrier in the immediate future, no further out than a few minutes, and is further limited to facts, not conjecture. You could ask a Whispering Coin whether a door you are about to open is trapped, but not is the king the mastermind of the conspiracy we just now learned about. Yeah, so basically this is
Cool.
It also has another minor benefit. It's each one of these is tied to a specific rune. This one is tied to the rune of lust, which means that whoever is holding the coin gets a +1 resistance bonus on saving throws against schools of the enchantment subtype, which probably isn't really going to do anything because you probably all have resistance cloaks anyway, but that is something it does.
Alright.
But yeah, the more important part is probably the yes or no question 1 a day divination effect. They're worth 3,000 gold as well, so if nobody wants it, you could also just sell it.
It seems pretty good. I don't think we should sell it. I don't want to take it, though. I pray to the gods for my questions to be answered, to Torag specifically.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Maybe Secret wants the Whispering Coin.
Secret, do you want the whispering coin?
Does it whisper?
Flip it, ask it a question. It does whisper. It whispers yes or no when you ask it questions. Although you have to ask it in questions in Thessalonian, and you can only do it 1 a day.
What's the catch?
Wait, who actually speaks Thessalonian?
The catch? There is no
Pilbo?
catch.
I do, and Pilbo does, I think. Does anyone else?
Mm-mm.
No.
Andal speaks Thessalonian.
We're not giving it to Andal.
Yeah, I didn't think
So
so.
it's either me or Pilbo then. I guess I'll take it then.
It sounds like it
Whatever.
doesn't matter who
They're better-
has it because we're probably going to use it as
Yeah,
a group
and
thing.
just remember that we have it, but I'll try and remember.
Gotcha.
Alright, Whispering Coin on Jace's list, and, he'll imagine that Torag is speaking through the coin to him. That's fine. And no,
Okay.
I'm not a paladin,
Hmm.
but he is a very religious person nonetheless, due to his upbringing.
I'm gonna assume you guys are gonna sell the gems. There's a bunch of gems,
Yeah.
some black pearls, tourmalines, and whatnot. The
Yes.
total value on these is 6,200, and they will sell at full value when you get back to Magnamar. So, I'm just gonna write that into the bag of holding. One of the more valuable items in this, if not, other than
Alright, so we're
the
not adding that
shard,
money
this
to our
might be.
sheet now then.
Oh yeah, well you can add it now if you want. It's not like you can spend it at the moment. So yeah, 6,200 divided
5 ways.
5 ways is
12 and a half, or 12.1.
Wait, what? Yeah.
4. I was wrong.
That's right.
I don't know how to divide 200 by 5. Alright, 1,240 gold each.
So yeah, give yourself the 1,240 gold each. So I'll just delete that from this sheet. You guys already sold gems somehow in the future. which will probably
Time
get
is
nice over.
relative.
Yeah, like I said, you can't spend it right now, so I'm fine just giving you the money for that right now. And gems basically are money anyway.
Yep.
So this item is a minor electricity resistance ring. Gives you resist electricity 10 in a ring form. Very valuable, very good as well.
Which one's that?
This is a ring of minor electricity resistance.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah.
If nobody wants to wear it, I'll
Minor,
wear
I
it.
believe, is-
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, minor is the 10 resistance, so. But 10
Mhm.
resistance at this level is pretty damn good.
I have a
I don't
trap
think we've really
person,
gotten
maybe.
hit with electricity.
He might flub up a electric trap and get zapped.
If I, yeah, I mean, well, that's more like insurance if I mess up. But I have a pretty decent reflex, so I feel like this might be better on someone who just has like no chance of dodging like a lightning bolt or something.
Mm-hmm. You know, actually, there was one person who took electricity damage in this book. That was.
When did that happen?
That happened when Jace died because he got hit by a shocking grasp.
Oh
from
yeah, that's
Magus.
right.
Whatever. I'm not taking this. I already
Electricity's super
took the
deadly, man.
whispering coin and the
Killed Jace.
other thing and the rod, so someone else take this. Someone who's in the front. Maybe give it to Silric, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Do monks need electric resistance?
They get evasion eventually, but I don't know if you have it yet.
No.
Well, if not that, then why? I guess we give it to Pilbo. But I don't. Yeah, give it to one of them. I think.
Nobody's
let
speaking
Secret
up for
wear
it, so I'm gonna take it. It's mine. Thank you.
Yeah, you take it.
Take it.
It's
I
my
thought I
shit,
heard,
you gotta speak up.
I thought I
Yeah,
heard
no,
Swanky
exactly.
say yes, but
Well, that's because their dream
Well,
was
she-
like putting it on her, and she was like,
She
sure.
did.
But
Yeah,
does she
no,
want-
you can take
But
it.
then you said that
Okay.
monks get evasion, so it's like, oh, that's not
all
as
right,
good.
Hannah gets it then. In that case.
So this is
I'm afraid no lightning.
electricity resistance.
Minor electricity resistance.
This is like
Yep,
a 1,200 gold piece ring, dude.
12,000. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's
1,000, yeah.
probably one of the more
Pretty
valuable.
good.
Spending.
It's
It's one of the most valuable items in this treasure trove.
Yeah.
One of the
It
last
was
items
shocking
here that
to
we
me
got.
that no one spoke up.
A light fortification breastplate +1.
Just a normal breastplate, not like mithril
Uh,
or anything.
I would say it's
It's
normal.
medium armor.
It has like Wait, no. What? Wrong game. I'm thinking of a different game.
Yeah, this. So I think I told you guys out of character. Like this kind of it just kind of seems kind of random in here. This actually belonged to that Magus, because if you remember, he didn't have a shirt or like any. Like he was originally supposed to be wearing this breastplate, but when
That's right.
but Sorshin was like, "Oh, I like you better when you don't wear anything covering your chest. So give me that breastplate." So this has been stored in here ever since. And when he left, he was like, "Yeah, my armor's like, who knows where that is? So I'm just gonna get out of here." It's not as valuable as his sword, Silverfang. His sword was worth a lot more, but you guys got his armor though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know
probably
if
could
anybody in
wear
this
it, but like
party
I don't
is-
want to take more stuff. Oh, is
Well,
this heavy?
okay. No, it's medium. So
medium
Pilbo
armor.
could wear it.
Yeah, but I think he's
When do
got
I
some
get
full
medium?
plate he wants to wear instead. So
Oh, he's got.
Yeah, I'm
full
gonna
plate.
repair it for him.
I'm not sure.
I gotta go
think
look
the
at
full plate
Magus.
gives
I
him
don't
better
remember.
AC. Like I said, I mean, this
It
is a light
does.
fortification breastplate, so it has a chance to negate.
Oh, it's light
criticals.
fortification.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Medium armor is 7th level.
Dang.
Hey, we're level
Too bad we can't use
Well,
it.
so-
That's
7.
pretty good.
I guess I take it.
It's only
then?
2 less than full plate.
you guys not hear
Fortification's
me?
Good. Yeah, we can.
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you, Zerdara.
Okay, because I'm
Can
saying
you
I would take it,
wear
and you're
it?
still talking like no one's taking it.
Can
Yeah,
you
I,
wear
if you
it?
want it,
at
sure.
level
Then yeah,
7.
Go for it.
At level 7,
It's all
Megan can do
yours.
it, and we
Yeah.
just got 7.
Yep, it's all
Okay.
yours.
I just feel like I've gotten so much stuff. Like I want to give some other stuff away.
No, it's fine.
Most of us aren't.
Like
loot
why does the
crazy.
rogue?
I mean,
why
I
does
like loot,
why does
but-
rogue not have the movable rod? I think you should have that.
I'll
What?
take it if you want it. I like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Matt, you take the movable rod, and then I'll replace
Okay.
it with the breastplate.
I can do
This
creative
is
stuff
plus
with
1
this item.
light fortification.
It might be able to help you get into like a good hiding spot or something
Breastplate.
too. You can also use it to
Yeah, you
like,
have to climb up somewhere.
you can use it as a way to bar a door too. So like if you're like someone spots you and when you're scouting, you can run into like a door and like throw the movable rod in front of it, so that especially if it opens like the way you're going, to like bar it. If it opens the other way, then it doesn't help. But like if it opens like the way you're coming from, but so yeah, it's pretty useful. All right, the last thing that is on here that I have not covered yet is there are several spell books as well.
Mm. Ooh.
That's also me. No one else does magic.
Excuse me?
No,
Right?
hold
No,
on.
no, Hannah.
No, you're
does.
Sork,
Yeah,
you're Sork, you're
Hannah
Sork.
does.
Okay, never mind.
Seriously? Dude.
Well, wait, you don't use a spell
You're
book,
on a
though, 'cause
roll
you're a
today.
sorcerer.
Yeah, she does.
You are.
No, she's an arcanist.
Oh, I thought she was a Sork. Okay.
You're half right, I guess.
We
He
go
didn't
over this
even know
every
your
session.
class secret.
We go over this every session.
Do we?
What a secret! I'm an arcanist. I do these things. Oh, I don't
guess
know
we
how
already,
your class
we already covered
works.
boots of striding and springing. Yeah, keep
I
in
just-
mind as well, Ron.
Okay, whatever.
Maybe he hasn't said he's picked anything up, right? But he got some stuff last session. He took the boots of striding and springing as well from last session, so that
Striding
was
and
something we got as
springing?
well. Yeah, it
I
gives him
thought it
move
was
speed.
called
So
haste. Boots of haste.
No, I
No,
got
there
the
were
boots
also-
of haste.
there were boots of haste as well.
That's why I'm saying like I have too much stuff.
Silric got
But
the
I think
goggles
we
of night.
we gave Pilbo the boots of haste.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goggles
He
of night actually
Gave
were.
Pelbo the boots of haste, and then he instead took the boots of springing because it gives him like
Oh,
the
right,
same stuff
10
or
plus
whatever.
Yeah, he wanted the
Oh.
move speed. He wanted the move speed more
wanted-
than anything else.
yeah.
So he was like, the boots of striding actually work just fine for
Is
what
that
he
just
wanted.
a constant effect?
Yeah, his is just a constant effect. Yours takes
Yeah,
a.
so that's
yours is
way
a,
better
Yours is a
because
free action to activate.
I'll
but-
use haste. Oh wait, but it only works on me. Never mind. But yeah, his
Yeah.
is just always on. Mine's like rounds per day, and yeah, and plus we'll
Yeah.
have haste. I imagine at some point if we don't already.
But yeah, anyway,
Just
the
'cause-
terms of the
yeah.
spell books that are there, these spell books contain a number of different spells up
Ooh.
to like basically anything that is in the core rulebook, and is except for things that are from the necromancy or transmutation schools.
So
But
you don't
anything
have
else
a list
is
for us?
from.
Are you telling me I get to pick?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to calculate what the value of that would be in terms of spell books because they don't list it in here, and I haven't got that completed there. But yeah, you basically get to pick whatever you want. That's within levels 1 through 4 and is in the core rulebook. Plus a number of other stuff
You're
in there that I can get you. But
Giving us
I don't
a
understand.
lot out of that.
well, there's several spell books here. Like this is.
So you're
this
saying
is
between all the spell books, it has everything that's core rules. That's not
From 1 to
necromancy or
level-
transmutation from 1 to 4.
from
Yep.
level 1 to 4. Yep.
Okay, and that all
Well,
that's
we're
in
not
those spell
selling
books. Okay,
those books. Then we're keeping them until
Not for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
until we
take
copy them.
I'll
Yeah,
get
take every spell
I'll
out.
get you guys a value of it, but I figured you probably weren't going to sell it yet anyway. So
Not for a while, no.
But yeah, I'll calculate the value on that. I
Uh.
didn't finish my homework though, so.
So how many?
No
I don't have
problem.
that for you right.
Why don't we just keep those
This
books
is-
in a place so that whenever
This
we
is several
need
books,
to,
but
we can write them over to our own book? But like, I'm not gonna write
Sure,
them
that's
all
fair.
over.
hold on to them or put them in the
Yeah.
bag.
For
of
now, they'll
holding,
go in the bag of
whatever.
holding, no problem. But yeah, like
Yeah.
that's
That's
something
fine,
you could.
yeah.
That's something you could do potentially. Like,
And we'll just
I mean, some of
when
you
we
have
need 'em,
homes
we
in
can use 'em.
Magnemar. Hannah
Mm.
probably has a library at her home in Magnemar or something. She could put it in maybe, or for storage.
Okay.
Or you could just
Well,
take
yeah,
them via the bag of
that's-
holding. Either way.
This is really good loot, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right. Well, I got any spell except for necromancy. Oh, you said there was another one.
Or
What's that?
transmutation,
Transmutation.
Or transmutation.
which is a really good one, but oh well.
Hmm. I'm not really a
Can't complain about everything else. Also, like knowing what's in core book or whatever, I don't know what that means, but yeah, I can
It's
figure it
not
out
in
later.
ultimate
Core book
magic.
spells.
So if it says UM, it's not that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all of your standard like spells that were introduced, in the core rulebook.
I just don't
And
know what that
there's-
means because I've never looked at a core rulebook.
You piece of shit.
I
damn it.
started Pathfinder like 2 years ago or whatever,
Yeah, using online resources. That's fair.
using only online resources, so I'd have to
Man,
actively go look.
Back when I
But-
started playing, we didn't have SRD. You had to use the core rulebook.
But there's
Back
whatchamacallit,
in my
there is an
day.
online core rulebook.
So wait,
There is,
is
there's
it
a
the
PRD.
adventure Pathfinder role-playing game Adventurer's Guide? Is that core rulebook?
No, it's not the Adventurers
No,
Guide.
it's just Pathfinder core rulebook. Like, I don't know.
Okay, what would be there? Ray of Exhaustion. That's like a basic.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
core.
There's
Magic
no book
Missile.
on it. Okay,
Magic
there's no
Missile's
book on it. That's how you know if it doesn't have a
Yeah,
source.
there's no book listed as a source, then it's from the core rulebook in terms of
Okay,
the spells.
cool.
So that wraps up that important bookkeeping. Otherwise, yeah. Oriana and the Great Maidens said they want to get out of this place, and they said they want to set up like they're gonna set up like a camp outside. They say Oriana tells you that she wants to move a little bit further away because she doesn't want to deal with the Boggards again.
Neither
Yeah,
do
don't
we.
wanna
We
deal with the
also don't
Boggarts
want to
either.
deal with the Bogarts.
Yeah, she tells you that in order to get in here, they gave the Boggards some weapons to help them fight the troglodytes, but she thinks
Was
that
that
they
wise?
might. Well, she didn't give them very much, but she says she's worried that they might, if they run into them again, they might like want more stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
We're not gonna give him anything.
Fair enough.
Oh, and Zerdurium, that link in the thing, that links you to an online core rulebook of spells. That's all the spells in the core rulebook.
Oh, is that Archive of Nethes? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's actually the site that existed
It's the
before
site that
Archives of
existed,
Netties.
AON.
So, but yeah,
Okay,
basically
cool. Thanks.
they archived the old PRD since Archive at Netties
Which is
technically,
vastly
like, the new-
superior.
But
It's kind of the
Magus
new
isn't
PRD.
in here.
Right. Magus didn't exist in the core
Because
rulebook.
it did. Yeah, it's because it's not a basic. So anyway, I'll figure it out. It's fine.
But yeah, I mean, keep in mind as well, Sortion was a wizard, so her spell books are going to be wizard
So
spells.
it's for a wizard.
Yeah, but
Yep.
yeah, it should be fair.
And then
like, there's a decent
also the
number
false
that are
Sortion here was
on
also a
both
wizard,
lists.
and so she was also using.
Oh, so you're saying
same
it's
spell.
wizard spells only?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
yes.
that part. Yeah, that makes more sense.
But I mean, you
Yeah,
can
But
use
yeah, there's a lot of
it's on the
crossover
Magus
between
list.
both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's crossover, so you'll be able to learn stuff from there as well if you'd like. So yeah, that link that Matt gave,
Okay.
that's a good link right there. We'll use that.
Just look at the wizard spells and see
Um,
what's on the Magus list.
Yeah, just keep
Yep.
in mind anything they even sorted the wizards list here by school, so it's really easy to just ignore the necromancy.
You said it was up to
and,
fourth level or third?
Yes,
Fourth level.
Fourth. Okay.
Everything up to
Up
fourth
to fourth
level.
level, baby.
Yep,
So
that's really
spells
good.
you can't cast yet are also in there.
Well, and fourth
Um,
level Magus is like a long ways away for me because I'm not full caster, so it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think
Yeah, Pillow's the only full
even
caster.
No, Hannah's also full caster. She's just one
Arcanist
level
Is-
behind.
caster?
Is
Yeah.
Arcanist really a full caster though? When they're one
Yeah,
level
it is.
behind.
They have
When they're
they
one
just
level
have sorcerer
behind.
progression.
It's a joke of why I never play or haven't yet played Sork or Arcanist
Or
because it's a level
Oracle.
behind.
You're missing
Okay.
Or
out,
Oracle.
man. You're missing
Anyway.
out.
Well, they're
Was
coming
there
up.
any
They're coming
other
up.
loot?
Not in this little arcane oubliette, basically, is what the name of this place is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you do know, and Andal probably even reminds you, like, what about that weird altar that we all ran away from?
Oh yeah, the altar with the spooky dogs that came out and barked at us and scared us or something, or howled and scared us.
Yeah.
That is something that we could check out, but you know, it's
You don't have to do it
would
right
be
now
okay
either,
with
though.
checking that out.
Yeah,
have a
Oriana's basically like, I just want to get out of here. So if you guys want to go with
Oh, yeah.
her and her Grey Maidens,
Well, we want to stick
they
with
do.
Oriana because she's awesome.
all right. So
I
you
think.
guys are able to exit out of the dungeon here. Basically, you go through that. You basically have to go back to that that room that had the sin spawn that kind of bowed at when Jace came through because they thought she was
Yes.
they thought it was Sortion. They're still there, but there's another statue at the top that you use a touch that teleports you back from there. The boat that was at the cave, kind of that weird little cave area where there's a secret entrance where you first ran into the very first Grey Maidens.
Yep.
Let me pull you back to that map as well.
The one with the big giant statue that bows or like obeys me.
No. So this one, I'm gonna
Oh.
ping you guys over
Ooh,
to.
Greater Invis is on this list.
Sure is.
Yep, a very good spell.
Oh yeah.
All right. It's over here.
Give me that
Where I
greater
pinged you to it.
Can't yet, but
This
I will.
place, you guys first came through here with some boats. Those boats are still there, including some other boats that the Grey Maidens used. There's also these cave entrances you guys never went down, but
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I didn't even know those were cave entrances.
But you guys kind of.
Well, what does
saw-
Oriana want to do? Does she just want to get out of here?
She wants to just get out of here. So, but.
I'll ask her. What's down those caves? Did you explore those?
She says no. I have no idea what's down there.
But you don't think you want to find out?
I want to get my troops to safety first before we do anything else.
All right. Well, we can come back if we want, I guess.
Wait.
Or do you
Wasn't
guys
there
wanna
wasn't there a star piece? Did we get that?
You have that, yes.
The
Oh,
shard?
okay.
We have it. I
Okay.
have it.
I don't-
I'm in possession
oh,
of the
did-
shard of lust.
Okay, yeah. Yep, and you have the
Thing to put it in.
Iron Stone in it
Iron
too.
Stone,
Yep,
So
it's I have the +2
Yeah, and you
enhancement
have-
bonus to charisma.
you
Iron
also got
Stone.
the vision of where the next one is. So that's something I kind of
Yep,
forgot to mention
Karamaga.
as well.
Karamaga, right? Okay.
It's Karamaga, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I don't know if anybody in this party has been there before, but
Nope.
most of us as players at least are
No.
familiar with it. So
It's a delinquent city.
it's a wonderful place. One of my
Yeah,
favorites.
My-
great place for rogues.
The Torag
Yeah.
priest warned me not to ever go there.
Oh,
it
that's
was
not
just
that
full of-
bad.
Delinquents.
But yeah, so I'm assuming then if you guys, that Oriana at least is going to take her troops here, through here, and if I'm assuming you guys go with her to at least escort her out of the dungeon for now.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I think we just stick with Oriana. She's pretty dope.
That's probably good because you notice that those little flying bat things are also still there, but they see Jace and
Yeah.
they don't attack you guys.
I make myself prominently seen.
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if we didn't, and then like when we did finally decide to leave, just they're all dead there?
Yeah,
That would have
would
been
be
a
pretty
big-
funny.
So there's like doing a
Oops.
side combat the entire time we're playing of them fighting the bats.
Oh
and they somehow
no!
lose.
I'm like, all right, I would say that. Write this down. I need to make sure I go in there and roll the dice. Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
What do you mean? Like every week after session, I have NPC fights to determine what happens next week when you guys log back on.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes that's kind of fun too. Like,
Played with yourself? Yeah, I suppose.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Pathfinder combat well enough to be okay with doing some like simulated combat sometimes. But yeah, in this case, I probably would just make a ruling. Like, I'd look at the stat, and be like, I think that they actually probably there's enough of the Grey Maidens, they probably would be okay, but maybe a couple would die or something.
Oriana's a beast.
So yeah, you get back up to this platform. There's like near the waterfall that you guys first kind of appeared at, and I don't think you guys ever figured out how to like travel back this way. Like once you got down into here, but it's pretty straightforward, and Oriana has traveled through here before. So there's a statue that's on there, and there's a carving that's underneath the statue that's in Thessalonian, and Pilbo and Jace and Andal would all be able to read it as saying farewell.
Aw, that's nice.
Bon voyage!
I don't know if it's like that kind of farewell.
Yeah, the carving is a leering demon extending a hand in greeting that decorates a stone wall just north of the platform. But Oriana says if you grab the demon's, like it's extending a hand, if you grab the hand it's extending, it teleports you back to where the teleporter that gets you here. So when you guys do that, it teleports you back to the other level here.
All right.
So I'm not really updating the. Oops, what is going on here? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, it teleports you back into kind of this room that you guys over here, where you had to like kiss the feet of the painting or whatever.
Oh yeah, kiss the feet or something gross.
So, yeah. Interestingly enough, though, when you guys get over here, they're actually these boats are no longer there. They have disappeared. But you guys know a really easy way out of here without using the boats and having to try to navigate the swift current over here, because you guys found another entrance. You guys can just go through this
over here.
You can just go through this little grate. It'll put you out over here where the water's shallow enough to like wade through. So,
yep.
Yeah, you guys probably do that. When you do, you find out actually your boats that you guys use to travel over to this beach over here have actually like teleported back to the posts over here. Like they're back there.
Well, we don't know they teleported. We just know they're back there.
True. It's possible that somebody like physically put them back.
There's someone else here.
Someone else is here. But yeah. So and you can do that. You come down here, and your rope that's hanging down from this little passageway is hanging down, and you guys are able to exit the dungeon and get back out onto the Lady's Cape. We are officially out of the dungeon for now. So yeah, Oriana and the Grey Maidens, they say they're gonna set up a camp like down this little stream or upstream here, away from the cape itself. They want to get far enough away that hopefully, like I said, like she said, she doesn't want to deal with any troglodytes or boggards.
Yeah.
And she also says she doesn't really want to.
Boat.
Yeah, you guys.
Right.
What do you mean? What about Boat? What are you talking about?
Well, we came here on a boat, and they said they'd be coming by here again, and it was 30 days when they dropped us off. So it's, I don't know, it's been like a couple weeks, a week or two or something. So if we hang out here, they'll come back, and then we can catch a ride with them back to Magnamar.
Okay. Yeah, she says that seems They might be able to do that, or they might. She says we might try to just march back to Magnamar because it'd only take a few days though, and they'll be quicker. But for
Depends
now,
if you want to go and explore. There's still more things to explore in there, Oriana.
yeah, she
I
says
don't
she
think she wants
doesn't want
anything
to.
to do with that place.
But she says that you are welcome to. She says that her and her men are going to, and by
Women.
her men, her women, but she probably actually does refer to them as her men, in the military sense, kind of. But
Sure.
yeah, they're gonna set up a camp upstream here. She says she doesn't want to impose on Moreau with how many people she has, because there's like there are well over a dozen Grave Maidens in all, even with having to have a few of them have died. She says when she first came in here, they were like, there were over, like, there was close to 30 of us originally, but
Wow.
but she says not all of them are accounted for. Like, there's a couple that you guys fought and killed, but there's some others that, and she doesn't know what happened to like all of them. She says I think that that false sortion did something to them, but I don't. That's something. I'm a little tempted to go back in there to try to find out what happened to them, but
Well, that's what I was saying. If we stay here at least a couple days, we can go back in and try and find them.
all right. She nods and says like I might be I might be willing to do that, but to go back in with you, I owe my troops that much for leading them into this fate to begin with, at least to find their bodies.
But for now, yes, let's make camp and rest. I turn to the rest of the party. Do you want to go back and stay with Moreau, or do you want to stay with Oriana and her, like near her camp?
Like for when we rest?
Well,
Yes.
I
You wanna
don't
make
think
camp
we
with them
should
or stay
let
with Moreau?
Oriana out of our sight. Like, even though she's like
Why?
on our side now, she was going to help Sorshin do bad things.
While under mind control influence, yeah.
Should
She
still keep
remember
our
she was
eye
the
on her.
one that, landed the finishing blow on the fake Sorshin.
Sure. But we should still
other
keep
fake
our eye on
Sorshin,
her.
not
I don't
me.
think we should separate from her until we get her
Well,
back.
let's see if okay. So I'll turn back to Oriana and say, if you would be so kind, we would love to join you in your camp. We also would not want to impose on Moreau. She's done so much for us. We do want
she
to see
says,
her
"All right."
before we leave, though.
Yep. She says there is safety
You're
in
welcome to
numbers
come
out
with
here.
us then.
As dangerous as as that labyrinth was, the wilds out here in the swamp are also very dangerous.
Agreed.
We could
Instead,
just
we'll
sleep
make
in the
camp
labyrinth.
upriver.
I mean, safety in numbers, sure, but Abrellis does express that a lot of these Gray Maidens were ones that we had, like we have fought them, and hopefully, they don't bear us any ill will. But I'm gonna sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Well, hopefully we can kind of smooth things over and over a shared meal or something and let them get to know us and us know them.
All right. So yeah, it's not raining anymore like it was when the last time you guys entered the dungeon, which was actually like a day ago. Like you guys spent the night actually in there. Now it's just kind of like overcast, but a lot of the area around it's still very wet, especially considering that you guys are in like a swamp basically. But the Great Maidens go about setting up a camp. Put out their supplies. Some of them go around and try to gather some food in there to like supplement their rations that they have, which are actually running fairly low. But they do still have some. And yeah, everything gets set up on there.
Okay.
Can I
what do you
help
guys
with
do?
the gathering food and supplies and making
Sure.
camp, that kind of stuff? And I'd want to just
Yeah.
like I want to kind of go with them and chat and get to know them a bit. Try and
Yeah, and they're kind of so they're initially kind of like cool towards you. Like they're not very they're kind of it's kind of a little awkward considering that you guys
Yeah,
did
you look like Sorsh.
you guys did kill some of them. You also look like Sorshin, which is kind of weird. But
yeah.
yeah, after
I
like
want to use that to my advantage. I want to kind of joke about and be like, at least I'm a nice imitation of Sorshin, and I didn't choose this for myself. I was forced into it, and kind of break the
Okay.
ice that way.
Sure. You want to roll a diplomacy check to try to influence their opinion of you?
Sure. Not
Give
gonna
you
be
a
good,
roll a
but
1 on this.
It's fine. I'll give you a situational modifier too, because this is after working like you're working throughout the afternoon here. You're coming out here. It's probably like mid-afternoon at this point, but after working with them for several hours, yeah, it seems like you've kind of they've warmed up a little to you, and yeah, you're able to kind of talk to them, not have it feel as awkward at this point.
cool. And I'll tell them the recap of how Oriana was like this big hero in the battle against the bad, evil fake
Okay, yeah.
Sorshin and all that, just to like
Hearing you talk up their
get more
boss
on their
probably,
good side. Yeah.
it helps warm them up to you. While you're also gathering some food, you maybe do see a badger rooting around for
Oh shit, there's
roots
the
and berries and
badger.
shit that it likes to eat. It's foraging for some food there.
Yes, I will. I don't know exactly how this works, but like slowly try and like
Yeah.
sneak up on it, but then like give it some of the like hold out some of the like nuts I've collected or
Yeah.
berries in my hand and like set them on the ground in front of me and like step away and let it come up and
Mhm.
nibble at it and repeat.
Yeah,
and then,
you
then I'll
feel
have it
you
eat out
maybe
of my
feel
hand
like a
next and earn its
you
trust.
maybe also have like a little ritual you're using to
Yeah, put a
prepare
little magic in
for
the berries.
yeah, ritually prepared to kind of bind it to you, and yeah. So go ahead and give yourself that badger familiar as well.
Yay!
You'll
I'm
be able
gonna
to do
name
the
him
crafting probably with
Ori
the ed,
in honor of Oriana.
but name him after Oriana. She'll be flattered.
But yeah, Ori is the full name. Ori.
What about everybody else? Anything else? Anything anybody else wants to do out here with the Grey Maidens or setting up camp or whatnot? Anybody want to make a trip out to visit Moreau? You guys are
Nah.
not too far.
I think we should, but I think maybe we do it tomorrow and we take Oriana with us if she wants to also visit Moreau. Unless she wants to go now. Or if you guys want to go now, we can go now. I don't care.
Yeah, Oriana doesn't want to. She says she's just gonna she's gonna spend the night here, but she seems pretty tired.
I asked the others, what exactly do we even want to go back in there for? Because I don't think
care
we
to
really
go
need
back.
to.
We don't owe her
Yeah.
any
Oh,
explanations.
to go back
or
into the dungeon?
Yeah, I
To
don't
try
think
and
we really need
find
to go back in
Oriana's
there.
people.
That's not really our
I
problem.
mean, we don't have to. But I don't know, if we're gonna, we could go back to Magnamar together too, if we wanted.
Yeah,
And be
Andal
best
says
friends.
he'd like to go back and look at some of the stuff in there, but you guys got what you're here for. We could just come back with some other
See,
Pathfinders,
Andal wants to
perhaps.
go even.
That's how you know it's a bad idea. What? I was just saying what we're all thinking. Umbrella
You
said.
just remember that room of those blood-sucking things. Honestly, I don't know if I want to encounter
I don't want to tangle with them. Even those like
you just wanna
shadow
leave 'em
dogs
there?
are troublesome.
Yeah, and then Andal says though, but what about you saw the weird like blood on the walls though? Doesn't that like intrigue you in a weird way?
No, it scares me, Andal.
Hmm.
You scholarly type. You're gonna die early in life.
Whoa.
Is that a threat?
Huh? Why would that be a threat?
Well,
That's a joke.
I guess like if we don't want to go back in there, then I guess that's fine. Like, we did find a lot of really interesting things in there, and you guys got the shard you were looking for, so
Yeah.
I guess all's
I
well
think
that
we
ends
got
well.
what we needed.
Maybe you can get a stronger team to go. Those who can handle blood sucking
What?
things.
You think we're not strong enough? Wow.
Next.
Not that we're not strong enough, but
We
I don't
got
think
something
we're
else to
equipped
do?
to. We're not equipped to explore the entirety of that place. We came here to come and get the shard first and foremost. Because you remember our original job, right?
We
was
have
for the
completed the
Countess
mission.
lady.
But we have another mission
Let's see
now.
what Oriana wants to do tomorrow.
We do. And that's to
If
get
she
to
wants to go
Kermagam.
back in,
But Oriana's
I
not in our
don't want
group.
to let her go alone.
And
she
she
could
also
be.
said she was going to come back later, and then you were pushing for maybe now because we gotta wait for a boat.
I want Oriana to join our group, but I don't know if she'll do
I
it.
don't.
Ugh.
She'll do it if you take leadership.
Forsake the rest of your Grey Maidens
it's
and
not
follow
gonna
me.
happen.
Well, there would
For
still be
me.
a quest. She's got it.
Someone else could.
She would probably be willing to, because she feels like she led to the
Betrayed
Grey
her.
Maidens. Yeah, she feels like she led to their downfall and like led to
Yeah.
several of her troops dying. So if you help her set the Grey Maidens up, like I don't know, with somewhere to live, like if you set them with a job or someone and give them a new commander, she would be fine. Like
Yeah, no, I don't want to take leadership. If someone
dropping
else
out of
does, I
that.
think it would be awesome. But
Yeah.
otherwise, yeah, I guess we'll just end up parting ways.
All right, so
If
I'm
she-
gonna go ahead and just give you guys a night's rest.
Yeah.
You guys fine with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And if she
Yes.
wants to go back in, just tell her that those bats aren't just gonna let her pass next time.
Yep. No, she didn't seem like she was super into the idea of going back in. She said she would, like she seemed maybe okay with going back with you guys to try to find, if you guys
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to go back in,
To try and
to like find her
troops,
men.
Yeah.
Yeah, to fight her troops. Like that's kind of how she justified. Like, well, I can go back with you, I guess, to try to find my troops. Like I owe them that
Okay.
much. But like,
If I
It
got
didn't
the sense
sound
she
like
didn't
she's, like-
really want to, then yeah, it's fine.
yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't
she
sound to
wasn't
you
pushing
like
for
she
it.
was like, I'm going
Yeah.
back no matter what. It was like, well, if you guys are going back, I can go back with you, I guess, because I want to, at least try to find them. But yeah, she's not.
Okay.
She thinks that any of the ones that she hasn't found are probably dead, either by your hand or by Sortion's. And
Did we kill any of them? I thought we just knocked them
We
all
did
out.
kill
a
some
couple.
of them.
Yeah.
there were a couple
They
you killed.
They fought real hard, and so we had to fight real hard back. And
Like you killed her second in command. What was her name? Quinnell. You killed her.
yeah.
And I think there were like one or two other. You guys didn't kill very many. You actually captured most of the ones you fought alive. Like you knocked
Mhm.
them unconscious.
We
but
didn't try to kill all of them.
so most of the ones that she's missing were probably killed by Sortion. There were also a couple that were killed on their way in there initially. Like, I think actually Pildo has one of their armor because you guys dug up the corpse. But
Yeah, he does.
Oriana doesn't know about that. So
It's the
probably
full
best
plate.
if you. Yeah, it's probably best if you guys don't mention that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, because a couple of them died there, like fighting the statue, for example. But yeah. Oh, the other thing as well, I didn't mention along with the spell books, there is actually like kind of a journal basically as well. The false Sortion had, so
Oh.
that might So yeah, that might, if you go over that some, might actually reveal a little bit of what was going on in there, because I think some of it isn't very clear what exactly was happening there.
All right.
Okay.
That's right. It's not very clear on why.
Yeah. So we'll get to that. I'll probably get to that kind of as you guys are traveling back to Magnamar. If you guys do decide to just leave here, I could say like maybe um Andal, Jace, or Pilbo probably would have to read it because it's mostly written in Thessalonian. But the other thing too is I believe Jace is currently reading
Sortion's notes thing.
Sortion's
book.
Sortion's book, her bestiary, basically.
Yes.
So when you finish that, you're gonna get a +1 inherent bonus to intelligence, and then it will recharge after 1 month, and someone else can read it. And eventually, you guys could all pass this around, and all get a +1 inherent bonus to intelligence.
Oh,
So
that's pretty sweet.
it's a pretty cool
Yep.
artifact. Basically, it doesn't have a price because it is an artifact. So, but yeah, pretty useful. You do have to have a way to read Thessalonian though to get it, I think. So, or a way to like comprehend languages or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everybody picks up Thessalonian or something then, or a way to read it, like a
Well, I might pick up Thessalonian because I'm trying to read it.
yeah, or if you pick up like some glasses that give you comprehend languages, I think that's a thing you can get. I think there's a magic item that does that. Might be worth doing. All right, so yeah, the next morning, I guess that's the thing. Are you guys planning to go back to? It sounds like you guys don't really want to go back there, other than maybe Jace, but it sounds like he's getting outvoted.
No, that's fine. I don't really want to. It's just like something we could do that I was okay with doing.
Okay. What about visiting Moreau?
I
Yeah, let's
think
think
we
about
should
her.
visit Moreau before we
Don't
leave and
see a
invite
reason
Oriana
why?
to go with us. To let her know we're okay and all that.
I don't think she cares.
What? She
Whether or
literally
not
like
we're
opened her
okay?
home to us and was telling us like about things to be scared of in the swamp area and so and or like in the area, and then you're like, oh, I don't think she cares about us. Like,
No, I don't think she cares whether or
I don't
not we
know.
report back to her, but, like, I don't care
I
to
think she
report
would
back
want
to
to
her.
know if we're
She's
okay.
not my mom. Which, speaking of mom, I should probably tell
I'm
my mom
alright
about
with
that.
saying goodbye.
Well, you don't have to go.
All right, so
But
Jace
I
wants
want to
to
go, and
go.
I wanted to invite Oriana to go too, because she also was, knows Moreau, and Moreau was so nice to us.
Yeah. Yeah, Oriana will go with you.
Okay, so whoever
I'll at
wants to
least
go
tell
see
her
Moreau,
that, that we dealt with the Grey Maidens, that they shouldn't like come back to harass her.
Yeah, Oriana will, apologize for that. They didn't really harass her very much, but
yeah, well, I mean, we'll be there to make it less awkward and like kind of explain the mind control stuff. And
well, she actually she was fine. She came back and asked Moreau to if she wanted to join under Sorshin's army to go reconquer
right,
Formosa, basically. But after that, when Moreau said no,
and now
absolutely
the other
not,
fake Sorshins trying to convince her to
Oriana
join.
Oriana just ended up leaving. She said, "All right, that's fine," and she left. Now the fake Sorshin wanted Oriana to go kill Moreau, but she didn't want anything to do with that. She was like, "No, I'm not going to go kill that nice lady that helped us out so much when we first got to the swamp."
Right.
So Oriana doesn't really have any beef with Moreau, but she
Okay.
said she would not mind visiting her at all. Yeah, like I said, Moreau helped Oriana quite a bit when she first came to the swamp too. So.
Yeah. Okay, let's thank
She would
her
like
for
to
all
go say
she's
goodbye.
done, and I
Mhm.
think we owe her a bit of just letting her know that we're okay and what happened with
Yeah.
you being under the influence of Sorshin and all that.
Yeah, I'll go say goodbye to her.
Also, isn't your original body at Moreau's hut?
It
I think
is.
so.
Mhm.
Though I've grown somewhat fond. Oh wait, yeah. I'd need to bury it. We need to have a funeral for my body, guys.
Stop growing fond of Sorshin's body. You
I mean,
creepy.
it's pretty, pretty. It's not creepy.
It's totally creepy.
Oriana's like, I think your friend has issues to Umbrella.
Yeah.
You should let him visit a therapist.
Whatever.
I'm speaking as someone who also needs to visit a therapist.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Jeez.
All right, so yeah, you guys go visit Moreau, get Jace's original body back.
Right.
She says she sees the Oriana's back. She's happy that nothing bad happened to her while she was in the dungeon there. Although Oriana kind of mentions like, well, several of my sisters weren't so lucky, and yeah, Moreau kind of was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, Oriana basically kind of tells her something like, yeah, like that Sorshin was a fake, and yeah, Moreau kind of is like, well, I figured that, but yeah, Oriana kind of tells like, yeah, we've dealt with her. She won't be coming out to like bother trying to recruit you into our army or any of that nonsense anymore. And Moreau's actually like thankful that you guys dealt with that. Like, she says like she's certain now that like that the Boggars and Troglodytes are probably going to go back to fighting each other and whatnot, but
Yeah.
they're not going to bother her. So she thanks you for helping make the swamp safer for her.
You're welcome, and thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah, she says it was a small price to pay for making my home safer.
Alright,
She
sounds
tells
good.
you that she has cast General Repose on your body, so it will still not decay for probably about another week before we will need another casting.
Okay, perfect. I will
yeah.
hold a small funeral, an unofficial funeral for just the burial.
Okay.
Well, now that
so
Jace is
Jace-
burying his body,
It's not often
I
that
guess
you're at your
Jace
own.
is dead
It's
now.
not often you're at your own funeral, but
Yeah.
Jace.
He's
Jace
officially
is dead.
dead.
He's dead.
He's now Tom Sawyering his own funeral.
I will tell you that it's going to be strange going back to see my friends and family in this new body at some point.
Maybe
but,
you shouldn't. Yeah, at least not immediately. That
we'll
might
see.
be weird.
Well, and we have to go. We still need to go when we get back to Magnamar. We need to go see. God, what's it called? The manor place, the Pathfinder place,
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll
And
probably
and
have to
explain why
report to
I'm
her
in a
anyway.
Sorshin body.
But I think that's someone who can handle this kind of news with more sensibility than your close friends and family.
We'll see. Cross the bridge when we get to it.
Maybe there's a way with magic that you could get your old body back.
Perhaps, but like I said, this body has its advantages. I feel stronger and quicker, or at least like it has the potential to be stronger and quicker and smarter. And I know Thessalonian, and I don't know.
Don't get
there's-
attached to it. That's not your body.
Well, my body's dead, so this is where I'm stuck for now. Unless you know of this magic to put me back.
Oh, I don't know, but you and Hannah do magic, so
Yeah.
maybe you two.
Andal
Nothing
says
that
maybe
powerful.
It does not
Otherwise,
sound like
maybe
Jace
Sheila-
wants a different body. He's happy with
maybe
boobies.
Sheila Heedmar can help us.
I can tell.
It's what's on the inside that counts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, at least we know that Jace can have babies now. There's that.
Inside of this, well, there's nothing keeping him from having babies before.
Well, birthing babies, I guess.
Correct.
It's like the Life of Brian skit.
Yeah. It's my right as a man to have children if I want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, we all know that what's inside is important, and what's inside of this very hot woman is a very vain guy.
What? How is Jason anyway vain?
He's like, how dare you?
That's out of character.
Um,
My character is literally lawful good and has done nothing but like trying to help people.
Which
do you know
shard
what
do you have?
vain means?
The Shard of Pride.
That's right.
Vayne is the champion in League that's like the 80 carry.
It's an
That's also
excessively high opinion of one's self and worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's similar.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's enough. We're good.
Big ego. But
Alright.
I don't know, I feel like there's still a little difference there. Like Vayne is a much more negative connotation, at least to me.
Well, yeah.
Vayne is a scaling hypercarry,
I already made
which
that joke.
Jace might one day turn into.
Jace
Jace
is not a scaling hyper carry.
used
Jace
to be
is a
super
shape-shifting
strong.
hammer basher.
That's also
Anyway.
correct.
Anyway,
Jace never gets nerfed.
although some players like Sneaky do play him as a hyper carry. Anyways,
Alright, so I guess we're going back to Magnamar after we collect Jace's body and say our goodbyes to
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
we march instead of wait.
are we marching with the people? Okay, we're gonna go with the.
I'm okay
Grey
with that
Maidens.
if we just go with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun-ish.
Yeah. Oriana, one of Oriana's like troops has already like kind of pulled out like a map that they have of the region and says, yeah, we can get to Magnamar in a couple days. Probably 4 days march actually. It'll be a little while, but
Alright.
probably better than trying to make our rations last for another month.
Mhm.
True.
Because yeah, you know that it's not quite a month. It's like 20 days before before that boat comes back still. So
Alright, we might even just be able to tell him over there at Magnamar, hey, we're done.
Hmm.
well, no, the boat's down in Corvosa right now. It's
Oh, okay, well, we're not going there
like
either.
it sailed to Corvosa and then it was coming back to Magnamar, and they were like, we can pick you up on our way back. But
Yeah, but we had already said if we're not there, then just assume we found our own
Right.
way back.
no, they
So,
that's what he
it should
said.
be
He said
fine.
he's gonna the captain. She said she's going to like shore up there for a day and wait, and then if you guys don't show up, she's going to assume that you either died or you found another way back.
Yep, sounds good.
I before we left, I put up a little crude like sign that says we didn't die.
Okay, put it up on the beach there, like where you guys got dropped off.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You do that, and
We didn't die. We're just undead.
you guys march back to Magnamar.
Yeah.
over the
Does it have
course
to
of
be
4
March?
days.
Why can't it just be like? I'd like to casually walk.
You guys leisurely stroll while the Grey Maidens march in military fashion.
And you fall behind
Yeah,
because
but
they're
you
probably
said
going
that
faster than you.
Sorshin's body makes you feel stronger, right? So, come on, get to
Well,
it.
I don't stroll leisurely. I just casually walk. It's not like a march. I'm not
Every
trying to
once in
stay
a while,
in
he just
step
falls
with everyone.
behind from the group, and whatever. Let him straggle.
What? I don't understand how walking normally means you fall behind from a march. Usually a march is pretty slow. Like I'm not like
I think we're taking march
leisurely-
literal, but yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
a
not
literal
like
march is not like a fast walk.
A troop does not
I,
move
I just
slowly.
don't understand how.
yeah,
I don't understand
it's a
how
fairly
me, like-
brisk pace.
Alright, whatever. I keep up
But
with everyone.
anyway,
God damn it.
Yeah, he keeps up, and we all make it.
I just don't want to be
Yeah.
like, all military marching with them.
Sure.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
it's
That's
not like
the
they're
point I'm trying to
two-stepping or
make.
anything silly. Like they're just
Abrellis isn't that disciplined.
so.
She's
but
probably
yeah.
the
Okay.
least disciplined.
Yeah, you guys managed to get back. Pretty uneventful trip back to Magnamar, especially with how many people you have.
Mhm.
Like if you ran into some other people, like even if they had otherwise maybe been considered like would have been trying to rob you or something like that, with the amount of armed people you have, like no one screws with you like everyone.
Yeah, we could basically
So-
fight anything.
Yeah, you guys are like a small battalion here. So, yeah, you guys get back to Magnamar on March 13th, the end of the day.
March what?
13th, or whatever the
Hey, it's the
Pathfinder
day before
calendar
Pi
March
Day.
13th is.
March 13th is the day that will live in infamy. Alright, but we get that.
Yep,
I'm
I'll
sure
pull
that
you
we're
guys.
rested and stuff like that for the most part. So why don't we just
Oh,
go
yeah.
tell our Countess lady, yeah, the dealio.
Okay, so I need to be max health. I need to be all spells available. Yeah.
I gotta find the Magnamar map here. Here we are. I gotta change things here a little bit because we have the wrong. No, we do have the right Jace. Look at that. It automatically updated it.
Hey,
smart.
it's like when you tie the tokens, it works.
When I
That's
properly
surprising.
tie the tokens, it works in surprisingly good ways. It's amazing.
That's impressive. I wish I was as good of a GM as you. It's not about your storytelling. It's about how
Oh,
well you
no.
tie your tokens.
Oh no. Stop making fun of me. I feel attacked.
Especially since he's never been a game
Alright.
master.
It's not an attack. It's a joke.
Yeah, I know. Yep, so Oriana's like, I don't know what we're gonna do now, but thank you for, rescuing as many of us as you did. We certainly
Sure.
would have died if you hadn't shown up.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It's our pleasure to, save lives and stop evil.
Yep. So she
Yep.
says, I guess I'm gonna try to find some work for my troops here or something. We should be able to restock on supplies as well, but
I
Yeah,
have
it's a
a
big
sure where
city.
we're
I'm
question.
gonna go
sure
next.
there's plenty of opportunity.
Oriana
sure.
was mind controlled, but her troops were not, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Hannah's gonna say to Oriana, you should tell your troops not to follow you so blindly if you're clearly doing evil things. Fact
Yeah,
that they were
she
willing
says,
to follow your orders when they were clearly not of good kind of has me concerned about their own morals.
She sighed and says, I should find them a better commander, as you're right.
Well, I wouldn't say a better commander, but I would say to definitely have a talk with them, like if people are acting suspicious or the orders are questionable, to maybe question their leader.
All right.
Is Hannah giving her a morality check? Is that what's going on?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
She was the only one controlled. Her troops weren't, and they were willing to do this stupid shit without, like, even questioning it. Multiples of them. 30 of them, mind you. So it's kind of concerning.
Yeah, also like group mentality.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, Billy Bob and Joe are going along with it, so I guess I will too.
So they should have like a workshop where their crew, talks like, hey, leader's acting weird. This world is full of magic. Should we continue blindly following it, or give them some tools?
Well, she does tell you though, like when we first Oriana didn't, or at first that fake Sortian didn't use any mind control magic. Like we actually were on board with going to take back Corvosa. It was usurped. The rightful queen of Corvosa was usurped recently, and that's why we found ourselves in the position we were in.
Yeah,
The
Umbrella
idea
says,
of going back and
Can't-
recapturing her home was very tempting.
yeah, I can't blame them for acting like the soldiers that they've been since, who knows how long. They found a new commander, so to say, so that's where their loyalties lie. No matter what was asked of them, they carried him out because they're soldiers. But if there's anyone I know that has a good head on their shoulders and a good set of morals, it's Pilbo. So maybe his church can help them do the right thing.
Damn it!
My church
if I'm
would
there,
love to help.
See? What a great man.
I just sigh loudly.
Oriana is like, who's your church?
It doesn't matter who they are. They just help people. They helped me in the darkest times. They helped us on an adventure.
Well, these are
They will
pretty
help
dark
anyone
times
for any
us.
reason.
Mm-hmm. Even if you feel like an outcast. That's what I understand from what Pilbo's told.
All right.
And it sounds like you guys don't have like a home or anywhere you belong, so.
No, we definitely don't. Though I'd be willing to, if you think that they would help, then I'd be willing to talk to them.
Oh, I'm sure they would love to welcome you in and help you.
All right, where do I go then?
I don't remember which square it is. Is it the one under the
It's-
bridge?
Near
Yeah,
the
it's-
bridge, yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
one of these two green ones. I don't remember which one exactly, but maybe this one up here. But yeah, it was somewhere over here. But yeah,
In
you
character, I'm kind of against this, but I also don't want to like.
What?
Cause
No.
an issue,
No,
but
In
out of
absolutely.
character, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So, but then out of character, I'm like, damn, this is awesome. I should let this happen.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to just say that Jay Cena is not around for this situation.
Well, see, that's
Oh,
the
okay.
funny
What?
part. Is, yeah,
Drop.
like in character, Abrellis doesn't know that much about his religion or his deity just from what he's told us.
Yeah.
Hannah doesn't actually know either, honestly. She doesn't know much about religion. She's just like, help.
And for the most part,
Sure, yeah, okay.
Pilbo's been a pretty good person.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
I have no
let's
reason
see what happens.
not to be.
All right.
I
Well,
have no
if you
reason to
tell
be
her
suspicious.
if you tell her where the temple is, she says she'll pay them a visit then, and tell them that you sent them.
This would be like a great like lead into like a one shot or something to where the Church of Lamashtu suddenly has like a small army.
Oh no.
Maybe maybe this is something that will
Oh no. We're gonna run into an army
This
of
is a one shot we'll
Lamashu.
run during
We're
the
gonna
holidays when
recognize
people
all
can't
of
all
them.
be here.
Yeah, but they'll be cool with us. It won't be our problem.
Maybe.
It's set up as like a side story, like everybody roll up some new characters to
Yeah.
fight the Lamash 2 Grey Maidens.
I wonder
No,
what
Alright,
play
they
as
want.
the Lamachti Grey Maidens.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we could do that too.
Mm.
Everybody roll up fighters.
It'll be great. I
Um,
love.
All right. You guys after that, like, so yeah, she says she'll still go visit them, visit this church that you're talking about, and see if maybe they'll help her. And then I'm assuming you guys are gonna make your way to visit Sheila Heedmark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that's
Alright.
something somebody I will report to.
Yeah.
Our employer.
Mm-hmm.
Umbrella says with a sigh.
What? You don't like jobs?
I like the money from the job.
You seem to enjoy the job too, to an extent.
Sometimes. This is all. This is all the boring part.
Well, I'll happily do the boring part for you.
Okay, good.
All right. So yeah, you guys get back to Heedmark Manor, and obviously they let you in because they recognize most of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I cast suggestion on the person and tell him to let us. in.
We put a. What do we do? We just leave Sorshin as
No,
is?
you just
Like,
I just walk in.
okay.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, think
nobody's
we're
like
just gonna
really.
introduce Jason
People
Sorkin.
Nobody's
haven't
really, like-
seen Sorshin and
Yeah, nobody's really seen
years,
Sorshin,
years,
so
years, years.
basically nobody's really reacting in Magnamar. Like you don't
I
see
guess
people go
that's
like, "Oh,
kind of
it's Sorshin!" Whoa! Like no one's freaking out about it. Yeah.
Like all
It's
citizens
like-
I
just
have a
happen to know who Sorshin
lovable
is.
badger on my shoulder. Like, what's
Is it
not
on
to
your
love
shoulder?
about
I
me?
guess, yeah.
But if you start
Is
to
it?
get known,
Why not?
You know how big a badger is?
Yeah, badgers are
maybe
big.
not.
it's not apparent.
Hang on.
Like a badger's
Google
like.
images. Okay, on my back,
Somehow,
hanging with like on my shoulders and like piggyback,
Okay.
and with its head popping up over my right shoulder.
I mean, yeah, like badgers are like 30 pounds. Like they're pretty
Like the
big.
third of a
Yeah.
size of a big
Yeah,
cat. They're pretty big.
I'm a very strong woman,
They're big, yeah.
so 30-pound backpack is not too bad.
yeah, let her
In
have
addition
her.
to my existing
badger
30-pound backpack. I mean, whenever we're walking, most of the time he walks. But like whenever we're in like a building or something going inside, then it gets on my shoulders because I don't want it to like make people nervous. I want people to know it's trained. That Ori is trained.
Just give
Alright,
it
sure.
the ability to speak, and then it can just tell people itself.
Also,
But yeah,
Pluto,
both-
I don't actually have like a cheat for the badger, but I'm also not planning on the badger participating in combat at all.
At
But
all?
do you still want me
Okay.
to create a sheet for it?
You at least need its health and like its saves,
Yeah, probably.
because there might be times when we need to reference those.
Also,
Okay.
its
Yeah, I guess if
skills,
I get hit by an
because
AoE.
you can roll its skills with your ranks as
Yeah.
well.
Okay, I didn't do my homework of getting this ready, so
It's fine. I don't think we need it
Yeah,
I'll
yet.
do
time.
it for next time,
You just
hopefully.
pull up Badger
Or
if I
Familiar
need to
on the
reference something,
SRE, and it's
Yeah,
right
if I
there.
need to,
Yeah.
I'll reference the SRD.
Yeah.
But I'll try and get that ready for next time then.
Alright, I gave you a you have Uvdroveskiatry over there in the characters.
Yeah,
so
okay.
you can edit that
Perfect.
whenever you feel. Probably not gonna leave that as the name, unfortunately.
You should
Very
keep
sad.
that.
Ori!
It's a
Um,
very badgery name.
So yeah, they see you get in there and they're like, "Oh, I'll let Sheila know that you're here."
Oh, good.
And yeah, she comes out and greets you. She's she's like, "Oh, I didn't expect you to be back so soon, dears."
I guess we should meet up in the meeting room. We have quite a story.
Yeah. So yeah, she does that. She gets you, refreshments and whatnot.
Yeah. She looks at me, and I'm like, it's a long story.
She's
This is Jace.
confused. Yeah. Okay, and then yeah, she says that
It's a long story.
I'm sure it is. And she looks like she's
Yeah,
thinking
see,
about
this
it
is
a
how
bit.
Jace always looked. He wasn't comfortable showing you
Oh
the
my
real
God.
him. So before that, it was all like a disguise and a ruse, and this is actual
Jace is just
Jace
like,
now.
oh my God, stop it.
And I
We're
I
telling
bluff it
her
with
the
a 31.
truth.
Oh.
And
says,
I ruin it by saying,
Jace looks
stop
remarkably like Rune Lord Sorshin.
That's
That's why
because
he couldn't show
I
you his true face.
am in Rune Lord Torshin's body.
It's in
Don't
his
be so
much,
bloodline.
Jace.
Somewhere along the way, somebody had a baby.
We all know you're proud.
That's the first
of
thing
your
I'll
real
explain
body.
is finding the clone body, and I think what must have happened is somehow I was like, my soul was attached to it, and this like really very extremely powerful creature slew me in one attack.
Jace,
It
Jace,
was
you don't have to make
disgusting.
excuses anymore. Be
Um,
proud of who you are.
Yeah, so anyways, I explained that what happened.
We'll give her a
And,
full breakdown of everything that we did.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys kind of,
Even with,
you guys tell a
even
story
with
about
trying to obfuscate the.
yeah, you guys tell a story about how you met Moreau. You guys caught through all the different hazards you ran into in the dungeon there. Did you guys also tell her about the places you guys didn't go as well? Like there was
Yes.
a couple.
I'll tell her that
Yeah.
Andal has some desires to return, but we have a more important mission. So
We need to get the next shard.
we
we tell her
figured
about
that maybe you
Magmar.
can make a new team
Mhm.
to finish exploring it. However, there are still some dangers in there, so you want to make sure it's a stronger team.
We'll send. I'm sure
Not
there'll be some
stronger.
Pathfinders.
Better equipped.
But we don't know exactly what they need to equip themselves with, though.
Well, certainly more than just like my short swords. I don't think I can stab those misty things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna want some magic users. I think there's like some blood-sucking creatures. I don't really know. It's
Yeah.
you guys figure it out.
Andal Pie
Not my
says,
pay grade.
I'll lead
Yeah.
it. I'll lead a team back there.
Yeah.
But there's also more, and he pulls out. He has that like some of those journals that
Oh, yes.
that the false Sorshin had, and he says, I've been like looking through these for the past few days, and it seems that that false Sorshin that we met there was a like half succubus, an Alu demon, and it seems from what I can gather from some of these really old notes, not all of them are even hers. Some of them are left by like another demon, apparently
Oh.
her mother.
Huh.
And apparently her mother was cursed to like and bound to the location and couldn't leave. But she managed to get out, and the way she did it is by transferring the curse to her daughter, who was herself bound to, I think it was that statue, that one that was following, or that like was following Jace's commands, because it thought that Jace was Sorshin. Like she was bound
Oh,
to
yeah.
that originally.
I had the ability to command certain things within the Sorshin's labyrinth under the Lady's Light. It was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to be careful when we make a return trip there, because we're going without you, so we might have to deal with some of the obstacles that we were able to bypass.
Yeah, and we'll
before.
explain the things that we were able to bypass that they'd have to deal with. The little
Yeah.
alarm.
Well, I mean, Andal
the
says he's going back
statue
there,
and
so he already knows about those.
the bats and the things
But,
in the room.
The only other thing that's concerning about this, though, is it means that demon that was in there originally, that was originally bound to it,
It's out.
like The one that we killed's mother, basically, is out here still. The one that we killed was named Ashamin Talu.
Does it say at all, like, why she was bound in there to begin with?
She was there to serve Sorshan as like a
Oh.
custodian or like steward of the place. And then obviously when Sorshan disappeared along with all the other rune lords, she was trapped there for centuries.
I guess demons don't eat.
No. But yeah, her mother, Ayond, that was it, Ayanda Mala, was the one that was originally holding the mantle of servitude there, but she betrayed her daughter and passed the trap onto her, and then eventually being there for so long and being in possession of the rune, the shard of lust messed with her mind, and eventually she ended up believing that she was Sorshan. She's like, as you get further into this journal, she starts referring to herself as Sorshan more and more. It seems more and more convinced about it. There's a lot
She
of stuff in here, though.
self-convinced herself that she was Sorshan?
Well, the magic from the shard of lust, I think, impacted it as
Oh.
well.
Gotcha.
She didn't have
Speaking
the
of
Iron
which,
Stone.
You need to be careful of that
Abrellis
thing.
does produce the shard and shows that
Mhm.
it's got the Ion Stone in it.
Yeah.
And Abrellis says, yeah, if I start acting like Sorshan, you know what to do.
Start acting like Jace.
It should be fine.
No, if I
You
start
have to-
acting like Jace, I need you to put me out of my misery.
Will do.
You have the Iron Stone in there, so unlike Asham and Talu, so you should be fine.
That's right.
Yeah, the
It keeps it under
jealousy is
control.
apparent. You're just jealous that my body got even more good looking than it already was.
Oh, please. Anna does like a hip shift.
Dang.
But yeah, so she says, but you know where the next shard is then, right? You said it's in Magnamar? Or not Magnamar,
Kermaga.
in Kermaga, rather?
I give her a description of what I saw, and Abrellis doesn't know Kermaga, but
I don't know.
yeah, I give her a description of like the waterfalls and like the faces and it being
It's hard
like a
to
city.
mistake like that city. It's very iconic.
Right, well, when you describe it like, yeah, I think Andal and Jace both probably knew right away. Anybody who had knowledge geography and like a few ranks in it probably would know.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just a street smart
Hannah doesn't know
rogue.
these
I don't
things.
know history or geography like you guys.
But
yeah, I only
yeah,
have
I mean-
5 mod, but that's probably enough, hopefully.
Sheila Heed Margamy is like, yeah, that definitely sounds like Karamaga. And if that's the case, I can probably get you I can probably set you up with the ability to travel up to Karamaga. It's quite a ways normally, but I can get you some quicker means to get there. But I also understand that you might, if you want to spend some time to rest before you do.
I mean,
Just a
if
bit
it's
of
gonna
time.
take a
Not
while
too
to
long.
get there, we could just rest on our way there, perhaps.
I don't know about you, but I don't really consider
It'll probably also
travel
take a little bit of
rest.
time to. It'll probably also take a little bit of time for me to procure the means to get you there, but.
Oh, very
Yeah,
well.
I can do that for you, and I can also get you the Iron Stone for the next one. I should have that in the next couple days.
Sure. Well, let's plan on leaving in about a week or so. If that gives you enough time.
That should be more than enough time, yeah. And if you have stuff that you found there that you want to offload, I can help you find buyers for it. Even if it
Oh,
means
can you?
using the Pathfinder network to, yeah. So basically,
Sure.
We've got something pretty valuable.
yeah. You basically get to
Not as
ignore
valuable as
purchase
a
limits
shark.
here, but as long as you spend some time in Magnamar, because she can basically use the Pathfinder's network to find buyers in other cities.
Yeah, let's do
So
that.
if you guys want to work out what you want to sell, I think we kind of know for some of it as well, and I can help with that. I have a spreadsheet that has a lot of this stuff tracked in here. I might
Yeah,
have
I
missed
have
a
to
few
go
things
over
here and
some
there, but
numbers.
yeah, if you guys can add all up all the stuff that you guys want to sell here. I use a restroom real fast, so if you guys want to get started on that, I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm not selling anything that I have. I'm keeping everything that I have. So, what are we
I
selling?
so
want
right now-
I'm selling masterwork cap plate in order consumption.
Actually, I don't
Okay.
want to sell any of that.
I'm going to keep the bag of holding though because that kind of like really helps
Oh
me.
yeah, no. Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
for
keep
sure.
that back.
That bag is super good. I'm going to put on the breastplate, I believe, yeah, and then I'm going to sell my chain shirt. Although max dex is less. Ooh. If it's +1,
Yeah,
it's
but it's-
automatically masterwork.
Yeah, it's a +7 armor.
So I
the
do
three-
still get my full.
You still get more.
Because the max dex bonus goes up by 1 when it's masterwork, or is that just armor check penalty down by 1?
No, that's just armor check penalty down. So the dex is
So
still
the max
plus
dex is.
3.
So I'm gonna lose 1 AC, but I'm from
1 AC,
dex,
but you
so I'm gonna
gain
gain.
a bunch more.
I gain 2 from armor value.
You know, I was thinking about selling this scroll because, like, I don't think we're ever gonna use it. But then again, when I'm sitting here reading it, I'm like, dude, we can, like, annoy a boss with this. It's called Scroll of Dream.
Which scroll?
And you can basically send a message to somebody, but they have to be sleeping. But you can send a message to just about anybody if you know their name or title or whatever. And so it's like, oh, if we want to like torment our boss or something while they're sleeping or something, I don't know.
Sure. I mean, you never know when we
And
might need to
never
send
know.
like a message to somebody.
But they have to be sleeping.
Right. So we'll just send it, during the night.
And it comes in a form of a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
right,
valuable, but
so-
I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, I can either use it to annoy somebody or it might come in use.
I would say save
Okay,
it for right now.
so
Yeah, okay, we'll keep it.
yeah, okay, so I'm gonna wear the breastplate and then I'll sell my chain shirt.
Just a regular chain shirt.
It's a +1,
It's a +1 chain shirt.
but it's a +1 that I enchanted, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, these ones don't really have much gold pieces to them, so yeah, I don't have anything to sell.
Same thing, I'm gonna sell the gems that were on Sorshin's body. And then, like, her jewels. And then also there's that gem I took that activates the portal in the last room. We can sell that too, probably.
Well, do you know how much those are worth?
I think it was like under 50 gold. I didn't think it was very much. Or was
I
it
can
around
look that
50?
up.
I don't know the value of the gems. I only know the value of these
Shouldn't
items.
we leave that with
Sorshin's
Andal because they're going
jewels
back and
were-
they're gonna need it?
Yeah, we could leave it with them.
Yeah,
We
I'd
could.
leave that with
If
them.
they want it, sure.
You could sell it. I
Um,
mean, you could just sell it to the Pathfinders. They'll pay you. For
So
'em.
the question I have, Pluto, and I just kind of want your opinion on what I should do because I need to pay to get the negative levels removed, and I was planning on kind of paying that with the jewels that were on Sorshin's body when I came back to life. But should I be splitting that with the party, or should I
Yeah.
be using that to get rid of negative levels?
Okay, so
I
you
said
should,
Pluto. I want Pluto's
but-
opinion.
but I do have. There's something else we can work with here.
Well, I'm going to use the 4 points for restoration, but then to do it a second time, I need to actually pay.
Right, but you're
Unless
getting
we
more
just got
points
more
for finishing
prestige.
the book. Yeah, so you're getting additional 5 prestige points. So
Okay, so I could just use prestige points then.
yeah, I was gonna say just you use the prestige points to buy a restoration.
Okay, yeah. I just didn't know if like the jewels were there to like offset the cost of removing the negative levels.
No, the jewels were already on
Like,
her body.
jewels-
We just choose not to take it because we thought it was
The
trapped.
jewels are just there to bait someone to trying to grab them and then
Yeah.
trigger the trap.
Okay, so you think I should just like if you were the player, Pluto, you think you would use all your prestige points to get rid of negative levels and then
Yep.
just sell the
That's what
jewels
they're
and
there
share
for.
the money?
Mhm.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. The
You
reason I
have-
want
you have
Pluto's
the-
opinion secret is because I already knew your opinion.
Huh? But
But I
didn't.
just want to make sure
wasn't
that
asking.
he was on the same page.
I don't.
You have
Well-
the value on those gems, right? Or do I need to look it up for you here? I think I have it on here, and might have it on the spreadsheet here.
I do have the value, assuming what I wrote down is correct. But I assume what I wrote down is correct. That's the value,
Yeah, that's correct.
and it's pretty specific, so I'm guessing that's it.
Yeah, that's right. So
So I'm gonna sell that. Oh, am I supposed to put stuff in chat? +1 chain shirt. So I'm selling the chain shirt that I enchanted, and then I'm wearing the breastplate that we got. So
okay.
that's
I
where
think
that came from.
+1 chain shirts like what 1,100
1,000.
or
Well,
1,200 ish.
1,250.
1250, yeah.
You guys have. Let me see here.
We should have 9
think-
now.
I think you have 9 prestige points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Nine. Alright, so I'm using 4 immediately to get rid of negative level. Can I just do that, or is there like role player waiting or time or something associated with that?
Well, you gotta wait at least a week because removing permanent
No,
negative
for the
levels.
first one.
But yeah,
Oh,
no.
wait. For the first
Yeah,
one?
you
I thought that
basically-
was just for the second one.
You can only.
Well, for the second one, the first one you don't have to wait. Yeah, you can get the first
Okay,
one off
that's
right
what I
away.
was asking about. Okay.
But yeah, no,
Yeah, I
like
know about the
you're
week.
basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, basically you're using your connections within the Pathfinder Society. Sheila finds like a priest within the society or that has some connection to the society to come cast it for you. That's like what's being represented by spending your prestige points. So
Yep.
yeah. So I mean, we
So
don't
while
really.
you
Okay.
guys do that, does anybody in the group have any kind of like remote access to making something explosive?
Not
What
really.
exactly
no.
are you
That's how.
referring
Is that like
to,
craft
Arelis?
wondrous or what is that? Maybe I do
Well, I'll
have
ask
craft wondrous.
Hannah. You make, well, like you craft things, right? Can you tell me in more detail how your craft works?
Okay, what is it you're looking for? Here, let me show you some things.
Okay.
I do have craft wondrous if that's what you're looking for, Matt.
It does not sound like that's
It
what
might
he's looking
help.
for, but
Might help. No, it might help.
okay. Said explosives. I guess there are some wondrous explosives.
Yeah. So I can do arms, armor, and wondrous, which is what I'm probably going to be doing once we get some gold out of this.
But what Abrellis is looking for is that I know you cast magic, but can you make anything that kind of works like that? Like I know we've used alchemists' fires, but is there something a little bit more potent than that?
that you can throw?
Yeah. Because, okay, there are some things that we've run across that I can't, like, they don't have any vital organs. So I'd rather hit them in a different way.
No. I can make my alchemist fires more useful through magic, but I don't think you are capable of doing that.
Out of character, you'd be surprised.
Right. Out of character, I hold the alchemist fire
Yeah.
and cast spells to get the alchemical bonus or boost or whatever it is. Other than that,
But,
she's
if
not
she-
going to be craft. Well, uh,
Can you show me how you make an alchemist fire? Like, just one of them.
yeah, I can. I don't know what like higher level alchemy fire things are, so I'd have to go look up and see if there's anything like stronger that she's capable of making.
Sure. And then, yes, if Jace has his magical input, I might ask him, like, once there's like a finished alchemist fire, does this give you any ideas to making something more potent that's magical?
You're gonna have to help me out a bit here, Matt. Is there something that you can do to improve an alchemist fire in Pathfinder? Like, I'm not familiar with that.
Well, I
If
do
there
know that
is.
there is. You can use alchemy to make whatchamacallit, like grenades and like certain bombs and stuff like that. They're not like technologically advanced.
Yeah, but that's not a craft wondrous, is it?
no,
that's
it's
an
just
alchemy-
through
an
alchemy,
alchemy,
but
right?
with
So that
craft
would be
wonders, you
something
could
that Secret should be able
technically
to do.
make anything.
Doesn't Secret have
that's
craft alchemy?
Yeah, she does,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
but she doesn't make bombs.
but she could if
She
she
could,
wanted
but
or knew.
in character, she's never done that before.
Okay, whatever. If there's something you actually want me to do, I appreciate the roleplay, but if there's something you actually want me to make for you, let me know. But yeah, I can't make alchemy things.
Can't hit something with vital organs, but you want to be able to do something to it.
All right. Sometime during the week as well, Andal comes and tells you, like somebody comes and tells, maybe he goes to, probably Jace in particular, so you'd go to, but he tells you guys that he kind of wrote like a report about like, what we did in the, in there, that he's publishing in the next Pathfinder, Society's journal. So yeah, he thanks you guys for like letting him go with you guys, and he
Oh, of
says
course,
he's gonna
anytime,
probably
Andal.
head back with another team to kind of further explore the mysteries of there.
Yeah, I wish
Um,
I could join you. I'm honestly intrigued by some of the pieces that we didn't get to figure out, but we're needed in other places.
Yeah, he's sure that whatever adventures you go on in Karamaga will be very interesting too. But yeah, him publishing the paper, basically the chronicling your exploits there is going to actually give you an additional 6 prestige points, for you guys as well.
All right, sweet. What
Oh,
did we have
wow.
before? Was it like 4?
We had 4, then we got 5,
have
and now we got
10.
an additional 6.
Oh, okay. So we have
So we should have 15,
15.
but I'm
Okay.
using 8 over the period of a week.
It's actually one off from what you would need to use all your prestige points to get raised dead. But yeah,
That's pretty good.
Can we pool our prestige points together and like
No.
joint? Okay.
Yep. Strictly out of the question.
but what it does mean is if you die during the next book, you'll probably get enough prestige points to have your character resurrected. Keep in mind, prestige points are not going to, like, if your character does die and you don't want to use, if you don't want to continue playing this character, you're probably gonna have to reset your pool on prestige points. Although I might transfer them over. I'll have to figure that out. Could just
Yeah, it
transfer them over
depends.
potentially.
It's just
I
like
think it depends a
as
little bit
long as
because it might make
you
sense
are
too.
also
If you're
a
playing another
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. Yeah, if you're playing another Pathfinder, you could
Of
start
some
with them
renown.
and say that you got those prestige points in previous adventures, so that could work as well. We'll see. Hopefully it won't matter, and because nobody's gonna die. You guys are gonna be
Yeah.
good players and able to stay alive and overcome all adversity.
Yeah, I mean, I would never die. I would never lose my character
course not.
Pluto, obviously.
Yeah.
So I do kind of need to know some math numbers on how much gold we get from all the things we sell, so I can know what I can craft.
Okay, are we
that
selling this orb of
something-
consumption? Is that why it's in chat?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
in
we're selling
chat
that.
we are selling.
Okay, so let me pull up my calculator here.
So
The
the
orb
only thing I've already
consumption-
added money for was the gems that we, sold in the future.
Yeah, those ones.
So I think everything besides that would be wonderful.
So you're selling a masterwork half plate. I think that's, what does a masterwork half plate cost?
1050.
1050. So half of 1050.
750, I thought.
Yep.
So is Alchemist Fire just not strong enough for Umbrellas? Is that the deal? You want bigger explosion?
No, it's not that it's not strong enough. It's just I need in character. She wants a basis because remember when we found like all the alchemy stuff?
Mm-hmm.
One of you, I think it was Hannah, told us that like some of those things were unstable
Yes.
and that they could explode. And she's thinking like, I really wanted to take those with us. Those would be useful because I could throw them at stuff that I can't, like,
They'd
if I
explode
can't
in
hit
your
their
bag.
vital organs, then yeah, well that was the problem. So she's thinking like,
Yeah.
well, the only thing that we have been able to use are alchemist fires, but can I make something more potent like those things? And since you know alchemy,
gotcha.
you're one of the people that she's asking.
So yeah,
And
Matt,
then Jace too because he's magic.
if you want me to craft you something like that Goblin Skull Bomb, like, do you want me to? Like, just let me know.
You don't have to craft it for me, but if that's how Jace, like, if he talks to her about using like magic to make something like that, it'll give her what I need to take a certain rogue talent.
Mm-hmm.
I can explain to you how to craft that wondrous bomb, sure.
Yeah, Hannah will tell you that she doesn't really know how to make explosives. I just can make fire or ice.
You
with
guys
these things.
selling the +1 Goose Armies as well, right?
I had that on my sheet. I can sell it. What's good about that is that it's reach.
It's a reach weapon, yeah. I know at least
it's
one of
also
them
a
you're selling because
+1,
Andal is holding
so-
it for you.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely sell. Wait, did we have more than one? How many did we have?
Mm-hmm. You had 2.
Because I was actually planning on keeping this one because
Okay,
it's a
that's
reach
fine.
weapon and it's +1 for my melee weapon. Besides the mithril rapier I have for mithril needs.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we'll sell one, and then if we get a different reach or something weapon, then I would probably, consider selling this one. But yeah.
So I'll leave that one on the sheet, but I'll get rid of the one that Andal had. There was also a longsword +1 that nobody had claimed that you guys were carrying, so that's getting sold. Jace,
Sure.
he's selling the silver crown that's worth 800 gold.
I don't even have that on my sheet, so yeah.
Oh.
I forgot to write that one down. I'm glad you wrote it down. Huh.
He's selling the ring and necklace from the Hydra cave that Abrellis has. Is that getting sold? Or are you gonna hold on to
The
that?
what?
The ring and necklace that you guys got from the Hydra cave. It's worth
The ring
350
and
gold.
necklace. Oh, this is
Mhm.
just like, yeah, we'll sell those. Is Silric and Pilbo doing anything while we're downtiming?
No. I'm just waiting on my shit to get sold because I've been carrying it for so long.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
if
just
you want,
resting.
if you guys want anything magical, let me
Okay.
know. I can craft weapons, armor, and I can craft wondrous items.
Oh, yeah,
So
when you guys
far,
get
it
back
takes
as
a
well.
day
Cloak of
per
resistance
1,000 gold
or-
it is, so keep in mind any
Sure.
time that it might take. Not saying that
We're
for
gonna be here
Zugarian,
for
but
at least
saying
a
that for
week.
other players.
So,
Jace, you
yeah.
also have a +1 cold iron ransuer, which is also a retoken.
Oh yeah.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah.
Did we not already sell that or something? I feel like I would have put that on my sheet, and it's not on my sheet.
Nope, we have not sold it.
Nope, you have not sold it.
Okay,
Otherwise, I would have deleted it from my sheet.
So, I guess the question is Gusarm or Ransuer then?
To do which one do you want to keep?
Yeah. I'm looking up real
Uh,
quick.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so basically then I'll tell you guys what happens here is
Okay.
so with Hannah's input and Jace's input, basically what Abrellis is doing is she's figured out how to make something more powerful than an alchemist's fire, but less powerful than that magical bomb. Though because she's not like super int based, but she does have enough like +1 int, she can make one of these things like a day, and it works like an alchemist bomb.
Nice.
Okay. Pluto, I will sell the Gusarm, and I will keep the Ransuer just because it's cold iron.
Yeah, that's a link to the rogue talent called Bomber.
Okay, so this is a weapon.
Alright, I think during this week of downtime, I would like to work and make some money.
Okay.
And I'll also make
Seems
some
reasonable.
alchemical stuff for myself. I feel like
You guys also have a
doing
clockwork
gardening.
key worth 500 gold.
Right.
I'm assuming you don't want to sell that, though.
You mean the no qual key?
Wait, whatever happened to our friend, our best friend?
He's over at the
He's at the Heedmark Manor, I believe.
yeah.
But
He's
right now
kinda
he's
doing
just
whatever
inactive.
I need him to.
Yeah, let's
Unless
go
you-
find him.
Unless you went and winded him back up when you guys got here. But maybe you have and you've just been
I'll
running
probably
errands
wind
for
him
you.
up, and he'll help me like with my
I want him to
working with,
hang out with us.
alchemy supplies.
He was so fun. Okay, so yeah, we don't sell the key.
So yeah, I think that should be everything then. So I'm gonna give you guys a big number.
Yay! I like numbers.
Oops. Okay. So this is going to be the total amount of gold, which is kind of a weird number, but I think it's because of the way the goose arms. Yeah, it's the value of the goose arms, I think, that are making it look weird. That's total value of the gold. So dividing that 5 ways,
It's gonna be about
3,100.
3,141.8, but we can just round that up to 42. 3,142 gold pieces.
All right, sweet. That's pretty good. I'll take that as my money earned for this job. Thank you very
It's
much.
A hell of a lot of money. Being a Pathfinder pays well when you're good at it.
And you also have some
Yeah.
good gear that you guys found as well.
Oh
so
yeah,
that you were
extremely
able to just
good.
keep, so.
Like I'm surprised that there's very little we've gotten that hasn't been useful. Even though
Yeah,
we,
a lot of
we
the
choose
stuff
to
that you guys
sell
have
some
found,
stuff,
you guys
but
have
lots
been
of got
keeping it.
we've wanted
So,
to use.
yep.
Like both pairs of
Yep.
boots, the armor, the
You're probably done with
weapons,
the
a lot of them.
from the mines of monsters. So you probably get that inherent bonus on your plus to your intelligence as well.
Cool.
Probably be
Okay.
done reading it.
Then I will hand that off to Hannah next, and
All right.
say
I don't know if
in a
Hannah
month
can read it yet, though.
read this.
But yeah, and also it takes a month to recharge. But maybe in a month
Well,
she'll have.
learn
Thessalonian,
Thessalonian.
I'm sorry, what's the stat boost for that one?
So
I'm
this is
giving
boost
you
intelligence
an
by
artifact
+1.
book that will recharge in a month.
Well, no,
When
I
it
know
recharges
what it
in a month.
does. Pluto answered my question. Thank you. I am at 19, so that boost will round me up. Yeah, I'll totally take
To
it.
20. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you're the
So-
other int-based character in the party, so yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
you're
good.
probably the second best priority on that one, or the next best priority on that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I mean, you might have been the first best, honestly, but whatever.
Probably, but whatever.
And I would actually benefit from that too.
Yeah, it'd help your alchemist
I mean,
bombs.
yeah.
Yep.
So,
The number of
Okay,
bombs
so I'm
I can
taking
make
this
is
off my
intelligence
sheet,
modifier.
then secret. It's on.
Yep, you will need a
Sears
way to
now.
read Thessalonian, either through magic or just learning it. But yeah, you
I'll
have
probably learn it.
it. We have the book there, so I'm gonna put that it's
the
that Hannah has it now. but-
Bonus to knowledge about monsters permanent too.
That is only if you reference the book while doing the knowledge check. So it doesn't really help in combat.
That's
but
right.
if you ever hear about something and want to make a knowledge check on it, or you see it and want to knowledge check it after the fact, you're like, what the hell was that thing? It gives you a +10 bonus on that.
Okay, I see. Okay, so yep, this is off my sheet now. It's Hannah's to study and learn from.
Okay.
And I get just a +1 int. Great.
For the rest of the time that we're
is
in
the-
Magnamar... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is the money cost for him crafting the original, or the time the original cost, or the half cost?
Crafting time I think is based off the half cost, like what you're actually
No,
paying.
crafting time is based off of the full cost.
Is it? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, secret's correct.
Well, now I
Okay,
have
I'm
to
not
look it
doing
up.
that then.
Yeah, it probably is then. I haven't really used crafting rules, so.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Um,
I'm positive that it's what secret said. It goes
yeah.
off of the full cost.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You guys are probably right then.
That's what Amarcia did. I crafted.
I did a little bit of crafting on Araxi, but not very much.
Yeah.
That campaign didn't really have a lot of downtime though, but I had a little bit. I crafted
Oh, we had an entire
my...
year of downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used a little bit of crafting to craft like my spell book, I think. Like I crafted a blessed book.
Oh yeah, that's
'Cause
right. I
it's
remember that. Those are
Very
good.
useful.
Really
It
good.
just gives you one big 1,000-page spell book. Put all your spells in one book. And it doesn't cost, you don't have to pay ink costs anymore either when you have it, so it eventually pays for itself, I think. If you get it early enough, at least. And I got it fairly early. I got it like in book 2 or something, I think. Maybe book 3, beginning of book 3, maybe. Alright, so we good here?
Do I make
Anything
any
else you guys
money
wanna
for the week?
I mean, there's stuff that I need to do.
Yeah. You probably, I don't remember how profession rolls work. Is it just you make that much gold pieces, I think?
No.
Yeah, for a week.
well,
For a week's worth of work?
I'll take whatever you want to do, but I think it's.
I'm pretty sure that's
I'm
what
pretty
it
sure
is.
that's pretty sure that's how profession rolls work.
I think it's worse than that, but I don't know.
Well, we'll err on the side of giving you more money. You get 27 gold pieces.
Yeah. You're not gonna roll like 1,000.
Doing herbalist work.
That's pretty good. I think a 7th level character should make like a decent amount of coin.
Mhm.
You're probably really good at it.
Okay, so what am I crafting? I think I'm enhancing my bow to a +2 if I can. Where's this even at?
Yeah, well, So the only other thing that Brels does on her own is when she's not needed with the group, she donates 10% of what they made, which is 300, to her orphanage.
Okay. They're probably very appreciative of that.
It's half your
Yeah,
professional.
probably
in both
wondering where
cases.
she's getting all this money.
Yeah. Do you make it like anonymous as like an anonymous donation?
Yeah,
or
she
do
does
you-
do it anonymously.
Nice.
You're like, where did this money come from? Who is our mysterious benefactor?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going
would I
to
be able to-
enhance my weapon to a +2, Pluto. And that's going to take 8 days.
It sure
So
is.
we'll
What
have
you
to
gonna
be
ask,
here
Ron?
1 extra day.
I was going to ask if I could just find somebody in the city to enhance my armor.
Sure.
I mean, if we waited another week, I could just do it.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
not doing that.
Because it's like you'd actually have to wait the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have armor.
Hannah doesn't want to wait around.
No, you did-
So she'll be
All right,
pushy
whatever.
about leaving.
I mean, you're still not going to have armor. What do you mean? Like, you have to give it to someone for them to do it. It's just you're assuming that nothing's going to happen during that time.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe something will happen during the week. Nothing's gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
A giant ooze falls from the sky, covers Magnamar.
You look better. You look better without your
Okay,
armor
so-
anyway. I tell you.
This is now a
Umbrellas.
+2
And I say,
composite
just kidding.
longbow.
Just my Sorshin impression.
Oh.
Is there any way to increase the compositeness of a bow?
Nope.
There is.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can you? I thought you can't do that. Is
You
it replacing
can.
the string or
Yeah.
something?
That's what. Yeah, you're basically crafting the cost of the.
Is it just the
mod.
cost of adding that to the bow? So 100
It's not
gold.
that much. But yeah, you can basically replace the string.
And then is
do
it
minor
halved
work
because I'm
on
doing it
the-
myself?
The strength of the bow. It follows normal cost.
Okay, so it's going to be like 50 gold then to increase it
But-
from a +2 to a
But
+3.
Zerdurium, if you want to, there's a solution that basically encompasses all of that, and you'll never have to do that again. If you put the there's a certain special magical ability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that
on it.
costs a lot of money.
It's not
Right?
that much.
Isn't that the same as like adding a +1 enhancement or something?
I don't think though. I think
Or
it's a
+2
static
or
amount.
something?
Let me check.
Sometimes they just have gold
It's
value.
called
It's a
adaptive.
It's a +1. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
it's
equivalent
not.
of
It's,
a
it's a
1,000
flat.
EP.
It's a flat 1,000.
That's pretty cheap.
Oh, that's what that means?
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, sure, I'll do that because it's only going to cost me 5,000 then. Or sorry, 500
500
then.
rather.
Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't make it. That doesn't make
Doesn't-
the enhancement
It-
cost more or anything like that.
No, it doesn't count as an
No.
enhancement enchantment. There's a
Right.
few
Oh, that's
enchantments
so
like that
good.
that
Okay.
are not actually enhancement and bonus.
Okay, I need to do
increasing.
math because yeah.
Pathfinder.
Math
Yeah.
finder.
Because not only do I craft for half, but I craft for 5% less
Okay, what
than
do I
half.
wanna make? I'm gonna make.
I just
some
don't know when that
kinda
5% applies.
You
It doesn't
basically
matter.
craft for 45%.
It doesn't matter
Instead
when
of
you
Yeah.
apply the
Okay.
5%.
Yeah. Times
Multiplication
0.5, okay,
doesn't
0.05.
multiplication doesn't care when you do it.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
5% of all the components, or you can do it all at once. That's how it works when you put a 0.5 in front of a parentheses and do a bunch of other bullshit.
But I'm saying, is it multiplicative or additive? The 5%.
How's it
that
worded?
like
is
that
it
matters.
5% of the cost
I'm
reduced.
gonna craft an acid. Yep, I got it. Okay.
I'd have to see it, I guess.
The exact wording is cost of creating magic items is reduced by 5%.
So I think it's 5% of the like of the half, basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna craft an alchemist fire.
So I
Nailed it. I'm gonna
take
make a second one.
my
Nailed it.
I don't know if it actually
6,000
matters though,
gold.
because
Like,
5% of
it's
the
a slight
full
difference.
cost. No, 5% of the full cost is still going to just be double 5% of the half cost. Like it doesn't. The order of operations on multiplication, if it's just two different multiplication, like you're multiplying it by
Right, but
0.5 for the half, and then
are the multiplications sequential or do they happen at the same time? Right? Do I multiply the item by the cost by 0.45, or do I multiply it by 0.5 and then
oh yeah, no, you do
0.95?
it by 0.5 and then 0.95,
Or vice versa. Okay.
or vice versa. It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. That's why it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
that's the well that's my point, is I didn't know if it was additive or multiplicative.
Yeah, I guess
So
because I was
it's
saying
sequential is what you're saying.
my understanding of how I was saying it is that the way I was saying it was kind of implying that it didn't matter, because I was basically implying how it worked.
Then you were implying
yeah.
that it was multiplicative.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I need to do math still. So plus one item going to plus two item is 6,000 gold. Plus another 1,000, so that's 7,000 gold.
That's a lot.
Times
Do you even have that much?
0.5 times 0.95. So it's going to cost me 3,300
Do
and
you
25
even
gold.
have that?
What do I have?
Yeah.
I don't
I put
have
it in
that.
chat.
I think
I only have like 8,400.
You have 5,431.
Yep. So he does have enough.
Yeah, I have plenty.
Nice. I'm trying to find something.
Did you added the money from the jewels, right, Secret, that we got earlier this session?
Yeah. I had no money
Okay.
when we came back. So I basically only have what
Oh,
we
I
earned.
saved, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, I've been saving because I want to do all my own crafting because, efficiency.
Uh-huh. Did we fight an ooze?
We did. We
Yeah,
fought two of them,
yeah.
right?
There was the one that was in the urn that you guys found in the alchemy lab.
Oh, that's right. Okay, now I have a reason to do.
Yeah, you definitely fought one in book one as well. There was I feel like there was another one.
I'm gonna make some alkali flask, which works like an alchemist fire, but it does double damage to oozes. So I got DC
Okay,
20.
nice.
Oop, I failed that one. Okay, there's one. I'm gonna get a second one. Okay, I got two.
Oh boy. Ring of Protection's just 1,000 gold, right?
2,000.
Oh, it's 2,000. Oh man.
2,000. They're very valuable.
Also, rings have their own crafting feat.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
can't
can
use
Oh,
craft
that's
it.
right. You have to
winners.
have Forge Ring. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I remember you saying if I took the Master Craftsman thing, you might GM rule that I would be able to do that, but since I didn't do that, yeah, I would have to have Forge Ring.
Did I say that? I might have. I don't remember.
You did. But it was like because Master Craftsman is like meant to take in place of any of the magic craft feats, right? Something like that. I don't know. It's fine though. It's moot. Okay, I'm going to craft a. Do I want Ring of Protection, or do I want a +2 cloak? I want a +2 cloak. Okay, I'm gonna improve
I
my
think what I
+1
ruled
cloak
is
to
that
a +2.
if you had done Master Craftsman, even though it technically doesn't say you can take Forge Ring, I was saying I would rule that you can also
That
use
might
it
have
as a
been
prereq
it.
for Forge Ring, because it
That-
says it
that
only
might
lets you
have been it.
qualify for magic arms and armor and craft wondrous items. But I was like, I don't see why it shouldn't let you take Forge Ring as well.
I'm gonna
Okay, that's probably what I'm misremembering.
buy some things that might just seem weird, but they're all kinds of things I can buy alchemically but can't make. Do you need a list of those weird things, or?
Nah, I don't mind. Just
Okay.
I trust you to do your own bookkeeping on that.
I it's gonna be weird because I'm gonna be like, I pull out ambrosia, and now I have bonuses against things. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay, so Pluto, you heard
Oh, I
I'm
can
also
craft
upgrading my
it. Oh,
cloak to
shit.
a +2 for a little bit under 1,500 gold.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna try to craft it. It's DC 25.
That's
did
pretty
it.
much all your money, right?
Oh yeah, I'm at like
Nice.
under 5, or I'm at about 500.
How much time is this taking?
That's an extra 4 days, so it's 11 days total. So I may have to craft a bit on our traveling. That's fine. I'll buy the materials and craft on our traveling if I need to do that.
Okay. Well, maybe it takes a little bit longer anyway. Sheila says,
Oh wait, no, I have my
That-
familiar. I'm an idiot. I'm literally doing this in half time. Oh my god.
oh yeah.
That's why I did this. Okay, so instead of it taking 12 days, I think it takes 6 days. Yeah.
Okay, so it just does.
And I have to roll checks too. I still have to roll the craft checks. But
Yeah,
I'll do that in a
spellcraft
second.
checks.
I'm just assuming that I'm passing because my check is insane.
I mean, you can take 10 on crafting checks, I believe, too. So
Okay, I'll just have to make sure that I will auto succeed then. Alright, so that's my remaining gold.
all right.
Okay, craft
Keep in
checks.
mind as
Oh,
well,
God.
if you guys want to buy stuff in Kermaga, like that is reasonable too. Like if you're not sure what you want to get, you can wait until you get to Kermaga and spend the money there.
Mm-hmm.
True.
They have a pretty good market there too.
Mm-hmm.
They also have some more exotic things there that you might not be able to find in Magnamar. For example, if you guys want to purchase undead, they sell those at Kermaga. You can get undead servants.
I would
Yeah.
love an undead servant. No.
So yeah, Sheila will give you guys a pink rhomboid ion stone, which is what is needed to activate the next shard in the sequence, which should be the shard
Which
of
is-
gluttony.
Oh,
Ew, no, thank you.
no. I don't want this
So-
one.
Pluto, I'm confused by something, and maybe I'm missing something obvious here, but like, if I take the craft skill, which I have, I took it for armor because it says you have to pick something like armor or weapons or bows. But then when I take craft magical arms and armor of the feet, does it
That
like
uses
do I have to have
spellcraft.
that uses spellcraft? Okay, so
Yep, enchanting the weapon
that's what I
uses
need to roll.
spellcraft. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. And then
Unless you take Master
but I-
Craftsman, then you can do it with the craft spell.
But I also get to use
craft
my masterwork tools for that, or not? Or
Sure,
that's
yeah.
only be for smithing,
That'd
not
only be
for
for the smithing,
enchanting.
but well, if you're using them to build, I think I'd really you can use those for because it's crafting, like at least for the arms and armor.
Okay. So I will apply it to the bow check, but not to the cloak. God, I don't know. The crafting rules are so complicated.
Oh, I mean, I'm ready whenever we want to go.
Well, I have to figure out what DCs I have to hit to do the things I'm doing, and what my bonuses should be. So
Um,
So DC is 5 plus caster level of the item.
if. Hmm.
And I need magic weapon, which I have, I believe. Oh my
Damn,
God,
an
this is so
explosion
complicated.
happens in Hannah's lab. She discovers an unstable accelerant, but learns that she's
Uh-oh.
not an alchemist and can't really do anything about it.
Oh,
Abrolus drove her to try to figure it out, but yep, nope. We had an accident.
There we go.
Resistance is not on the Magus spell list.
It's okay, you'll get it next time.
Increases
then
the DC,
if-
I believe.
But I can ask another character to supply that item's prereq.
So if you know someone that can cast resistance, you could ask them to help you, and then you don't take the -5, or the DC isn't 5 higher rather.
So could I ask Pilbo to supply the resistance spell needed to improve my cloak?
I would have to
Would you be willing to do that?
spend time learning it.
It's a cantrip.
You're a cleric, so you don't.
So
You don't
it's a
need
cantrip.
to learn
You have
spells.
it.
You just ask
Well,
Lamashu.
you just have
doesn't
to-
it take time to like swap out?
Nope. It just when you prepare spells, you can prepare any cleric spell that you want.
Yeah, we're here for
So-
at least a week, so.
Just one of
Yeah,
those
I mean,
okay,
days.
that's
I do this on like day 4, and I
That's
just
fine.
say like, "Hey, Pilbo, I need you for like a day or two to just prepare resistance and like use its magic to imbue it into this cloak that I'm improving."
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do that. So the DC, like, how do I know what the caster level of a +2 cloak is? Like this
Are
doesn't
you
make
trying to
sense.
figure
It says
out your
the DC for
crafting
item
DC?
creation. Yeah.
Okay, let me give you your
It
answer.
says it's 5 plus caster level for the item. Like, but how do you know what the caster level of a cloak is,
Hold on, I'll answer a lot of this.
or of a weapon even?
It's based off of
Um,
what spell is used
Find
to
the
make
item's
the item.
DC from the table craft skills. Scrolling
I believe
down.
it's
Oh,
just
resistance
caster
is
level
a
5, no matter what.
0.
Like if you look up cloak resistance, it says CL 5th.
Yeah,
Nothing else
caster
on
level
it. So
5th.
I think it's caster level 5, no matter
Oh,
what.
because it's a 0th level spell used to. Okay. So it's literally DC 10. Then. Because 5 plus caster level. So that's an auto if I just take 10.
It might be auto even if you even if you roll 1.
Yeah, it is. Because I have a plus 16 to spellcraft.
It does say caster or the creator's caster level must be at least 3 times the cloak's bonus. but
Right,
that's
which
fine
it
'cause
is, yeah.
You're
I'm
doing a
7
plus
and
2, so yeah, and
Yep.
you just need to be caster level 6, so you're good on that.
Yeah, I think that one's fine. I'm trying to figure out what the caster level is of. I
And
guess
that's
it's just magic weapon.
I think technically you can make a plus
Which is
3. It just
1.
means the DC is 5 higher if you're not level
Oh, okay.
level 9. Like 'cause
Okay.
it's just,
I'm fairly sure
It
I
either-
auto succeed at the
other than
other
craft
one, too.
wondrous item or the spell, if it's a spell completion item like a scroll or a wand, it just increases the DC by 5 if you don't meet it.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can definitely just take 10 on the other one because that's going to be like a 28. So plus 2 weapon is definitely
So
under a 28.
Sheila, after a week,
Mm-hmm.
she gives you guys the pink rhomboid iron stone. Well, before you have the shard, somebody could put it in like their Pathfinder Wayfinder if they would like.
What
The
does
bonus,
this one
the bonus is a +1 to reflex saves.
That's pretty good. Whoever's not good at reflex, take it.
Who doesn't have an
Mhm.
ion stone right now? Me and
Pilbo and Silric
Pilbo.
don't. I know, Silric
Does
does,
Silric?
but Pilbo
Silric,
doesn't.
Silric
Silric
has one in the
has, yeah.
shard.
Yeah, he got the
Okay.
first
shard
one.
of.
But yeah, Pilbo and Hannah don't.
So probably Pilbo should take it because he likes to like get in melee for Touch
He's
of Madness
melee.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and his
Yeah,
reflex save
so-
probably isn't very good because of cleric. So
He is
Okay.
mine, but I got spells to get me out of shitty
So,
situations.
yep, you can put that within your Pathfinder Wayfinder, so it's not like exposed by floating around your head where it can get blown up if you fail a reflex save. I guess it helps protect itself though, which is kind of nice, even if you did have to do that. But and then when you guys find the also when you find the shard works like a Wayfinder as well, so that when it's in the shard, it's also giving you its bonus. So whenever you guys get the shard of Gluttony, whoever ends up getting it will. Putting this in there, we'll get that reflex save bonus as well. She also tells you that she managed to find some like a way for you guys to get to Magnamar or not Magnamar, Karamaga rather, much quicker
Oh,
than you normally
Which
would.
kind of ion stone did you say it was?
This is a pink rhomboid
Okay.
ion stone.
There's like 100 different types here.
yeah.
I know, yeah.
It's not flawed or anything. It's like a pure.
It's a regular one
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
8,000 gold. Yep.
This game gives you a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what's this faster way to travel then?
She says that there is a halfling man that she knows named Othlo Jonke, who owns a magically powered ferry that goes upriver, and it can take you all the way to the foot of the Storval Rise, where the city of Karamaga is.
Alright, sounds promising.
It's about normally a 600 mile journey. It normally takes several months to get there, but this ship, this ferry named Lucky Jenny, which was named after, before it had this magical enchantment, they used to have to use a donkey to pull it up river. So it's named after the donkey, apparently.
Ooh, cool.
But yeah, that should get you there much quicker. How long does it say it takes here? Yeah, it'll take much quicker. It goes at an astonishing 50 miles per day, and it'll get you there within just 2 weeks.
Alright.
Very nice. Okay.
We gotta be on a boat.
It'll
I'm
be on a boat,
and
so be very
Alright.
careful.
Yes, we're familiar with the dangers
we know
of
what
boating.
Boats means.
Yeah. Boats can sometimes be very dangerous places. As anybody who's ever adventured will tell you.
Can I use some of my prestige points for money?
No,
No? Okay.
that is something that it does not allow for.
Actually,
I'm-
yes. Sort of.
You can purchase some things worth money.
You can use, I think,
really
3
inefficient,
points for
though.
750 gold piece item. But I don't think
Yeah.
you can keep trading it in and getting, like, money out of it. Just a 750 gold item and that's it.
Yeah, free
Okay,
purchase of up to
'cause-
750 gold which is you can do it once per session is what it says in the player's guide. Just kind of arbitrary in some ways, but yeah, basically the idea is you just can't go in and use it a whole bunch. Like you can, if you're like, I really want to get
No.
this item, And you can use it anytime you're within a settlement. So you'll be able to use it in Magnamar, but you'll also be able to use it in Karamaga. Like you can use these, spend the prestige points there. So that'll be
Okay,
one thing that's kind of nice. You guys will be back within a settlement rather than being out in the wilderness for the next book.
So you were saying this gives reflex bonus, but whenever I add it to my sheet, it just gives me con bonus.
Picking the right one. Pink ram.
Pink rhomboid?
Rhomboid.
Rhomboid.
Pink rhomboid. I mean, maybe I was mixing it up. Maybe it is Constitution. Oh, it is.
Says
Okay,
it's resonating
Constitution's
powers
good too.
+1 to reflex.
it is
saves.
Constitution +2. So maybe I was going off. I don't know why I thought it was reflex.
And that's fine.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, +2 bonus to Constitution. That's
Con pretty
also really
good.
good.
Hell yeah, take it.
It's an enhanced
I'd say
bonus, so it
better
won't stack
even.
if you have a belt. Yeah, but yeah, that's probably still good for you. Okay, well, my mistake. It's completely different. I don't know where I got reflex from. Maybe I was looking at the wrong Ironstone or something. There are like 100 of them, so.
How dare GM say something wrong?
Yeah, good catch on that, I guess. So yeah, it's a +2 enhanced bonus to Constitution instead.
Yeah, I mean, I might not have even looked it up, but since you're in Hero Lab, yeah.
I think that's what I looked it up in originally, so I wonder how I got that.
It does list a
Ron
resonating
said
power on
something
it. I don't
about
know
it.
what that means.
Oh. Resonant power. Yeah, that's probably what I read. I don't even know what that is either. So I think there's some like class or ability thing you can do that'll let you use resonant powers within Ironstones. So, but yeah, it does say at the top of it that it grants a +2 enhancement bonus to Constitution. I think I just saw the big bold letters and then was like, that's what it does, because it has a bunch of text saying about how to activate it and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, boring. Has its AC and hit points and hardness. I'm like, don't care. Ooh, +1 reflex. So yeah, I just read the stat block wrong. It actually has it at the very top of
Fair
it.
enough.
And I was looking at the bottom. All right, we figured out why I was confused too then. But yeah, I think we're going to. Let's see. I think we're probably gonna kind of end it here. I know it was kind of like almost a
damn.
bookkeeping session, but I think we're set to go right into book 3 next session.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what you want, sure.
So yeah,
It
there'll be
does seem like a good stopping point, though.
That'll give me time
Yeah,
to
there'll be,
help Swinky figure out if she wants to buy anything with that sweet money.
Yeah, while you guys are in Magnamar, anything you want to spend that money on.
Or if you want me to craft you something, like, yeah, arms
Yes.
armor and wondrous
keep
items.
in mind as well, you
I
have
will
2
have
weeks
time.
on the boat, so if you guys want to have Jace craft some stuff, he can do that while he's on the boat.
Yeah, my badger is helping me. It's amazing. This build is so like I sacrificed a lot for crafting, but I'm so glad I did. Because it's just so like the value you get out of it is worth giving up like 3 feet or whatever I did.
So, Game Master, Hannah's a little bothered by succubus. So I'm buying an item called Warding Lips, and she's gonna put it on herself. But basically, if something tries to kiss her or ingest poison into her, the lips will, the thing will protect her.
Ha, nice.
Okay.
It observes
pretty cool.
the thing.
Yeah. Just in case a succubus or somebody wants to
See,
poison her in her
make
sleep or
something-
something.
Yeah, make something kiss her so that she gets value out of that buy.
If you want to test it, I'll try and kiss you.
Are you a succubus?
No, does it have to be a succubus?
Yeah.
Oh, I will not be able to test it then. Although if you want to kiss, I wouldn't blame you anyways.
Yeah, it protects me from succubus's drain attack.
That's an oddly specific item, but does fit the theme of the campaign, so it could come up.
She's nervous. She
Well,
doesn't
you-
like the fact that Mama Succubus got away.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
is
Yeah,
out
I
in
mean
the
that's
world.
kind of like a foreshadowing thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's somewhere.
Could be.
And I'm
We
handling
might
a lot
run
of
into it.
poison, and so I don't know. I
There
might
have
accidentally
been
poison
a
myself.
few things in here that have been foreshadowed that in this book and in the last book actually too. There are a few characters and things that unresolved things have come up. I don't know
Yeah.
how many people have been paying attention to them or whatnot, but we'll see if
No,
it
we
happens.
have a
If anybody
couple of
goes, oh
potential
yeah,
reoccurring villains.
there were a little bit of stuff there. The names Amenyala and Ashimantalu were names that did come up in the book. Like
The
you could have
journal,
actually
yeah.
uncovered those names. Yeah, well, I mean before the journal, like you guys found. I think those names were on that plate. Oh, did we sell that plate? I think that was in the treasure.
Don't
Yeah, I
recall.
think I gave you money for that. There was that plate you guys pried off the back of the giant that thought she was Sorcerer.
Oh yeah.
As well. That
I do
that
have
had
that.
those.
Can I sell that?
Yeah. Um. Did you
Yeah,
write down?
platinum plate from throne.
Maybe I didn't write it
I
down.
don't know
See
how
on
much
the
it's
sheet
worth.
here.
Although
I
I
can
have a
find it.
feeling you said 700. Was it like
Let me
750 or
find it.
something like that?
I can find it pretty quickly. I know where it's at in the book, so. It's gotta find that silly looking giant sitting on her throne.
Yeah.
Well, before you sell it, I'll
Um,
write down the names in my journal.
Yeah, it said a gift for
Good
my
idea.
mistress Sorshin from her humble servant Aya Mandala, dedicated this celebrated day, the 25th anniversary of her ascension to rulership in Yurthenia. Present Runelord Sorshin, Amenyala, and her daughters Ashimantalu and Erixdalex. which that name did not-
Daughters. There's a second
She had
one.
another daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
Lord and Lady of the Burning Bright, sisters of Charming and Delection, and the Baron of Calamities, along with all
Damn.
slaves, servants, supplicants of this, the ladies of might. May she reign unchallenged forever. It was worth 750 for its platinum content alone, but to a scholar who recognizes the names, it is worth 3,000.
Oh sweet. Can we use
So
our
actually, you get
connections?
3,000. Yeah, you can use your connections.
Yeah.
Pathfinder Society has those scholars. So actually, that's quite a bit more. 3,000 divided 5 ways
600.
is 600. So everybody gets 600 more gold for selling that as
So
well.
okay, that'll give me the money that I need. To buy what I want.
Pluto, you know what that means.
No, I don't.
It means ring of protection.
Then
Oh wait,
go
no, I
buy-
can't craft. Oh no, I can't craft it. That's right. Never mind. Never mind. False alarm.
Yeah.
Headband of Ent? Are those are 4, aren't they?
4,000.
God damn. Okay, I'll wait. Belts? Are those also 4, I assume?
Belts are wondrous items. You can do those.
I'm gonna get myself
No, I'm
gauntlets of
saying
skilled
gold
maneuver.
price. They're 4K, right?
I think so. For a +2.
Yeah. So, okay. Headband and belt will happen at the next payday.
Don't just find
Okay, so
one. Like I know
homework-
Hannah has a. Oh, keep in mind that if you have an iron stone, that's
True.
also enhancement bonus, so those won't stack it with belts or headbands. So
Yes, true. What is my... I don't even remember. Is mine int? Mine is int.
I do have a picture as well of this halfling that.
Okay, so yeah, headband of int won't work.
This is the guy whose boat you'll be riding.
Cool. He looks like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I need to update
So,
all my...
Andal will not be joining
numbers.
you on the way to Karamaga, though. He's gonna go on his own adventures now. So.
I
No
wish
Andal
him
for
luck.
next
I
book.
sincerely do. Because
Yeah.
I'm doubtful that he's going to make it back alive.
Oh my
But
god.
maybe he'll surprise us.
I'm gonna buy
maybe
some
he'll
poisoner
he's-
gloves, I think. I don't know, I haven't decided.
He's gonna
yet.
gather a group of
That's a
powerful
good idea.
adventurers to accompany him back to the Lady's Light. Perhaps
A group of more well-equipped adventurers. You're not going to find more powerful adventurers.
okay. Perhaps we'll all make those adventurers ourselves. Oh, I don't know.
Maybe.
Actually, I don't need to. 'cause I
Maybe
have
those
that
adventurers will be
spell.
those could be your backup characters. If your character dies in this next book,
Yeah.
you could
If
you
we
could
party
come in
wipe.
with- If you party wipe, you all play as Andel's new party, and he gets to boss you around for a little bit.
That is a fate worse than
Wow.
death.
I mean, we deserve it after the way we treated him. To be fair.
We?
Oh, not ever. Okay, I treat him well, but a lot of people. Well, although a lot of us treated him like he was the new guy when he really
We?
wasn't. A lot of
Kinda.
us, the
He's
majority
new.
of the party.
Who
He was
I
exactly?
like how the
Party.
majority of the party is me. I am the majority of the party.
It was basically like all of us, right? I mean,
no?
I don't.
Not
People
really.
didn't.
Pilbo didn't treat
People
him that
didn't
way.
speak up and
Silric
say
didn't
they
treat him
didn't, I
that way.
guess,
I
so.
didn't
Yeah,
treat
Pilbo
him
and
that way.
I don't think Pilbo and Silric really talked to him too much at all.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, they
Okay,
definitely didn't
whatever.
treat him that way.
The only
was
people
mostly-
who talked to him the entire time, no one else talked to him, but except for
mostly-
Brelis and Jace,
Yeah, and you guys were mostly
and we were a little condescending, but
a
nice.
little bit. Yeah, it's all right with it though.
I love how I get put in this boat all the time. Like, I didn't want this ride.
Well, I just assumed that you went along with the party and what they were doing because you didn't say anything otherwise.
Just because
Like
I
you
wasn't
didn't have any
saying
special
doesn't...
intimate roleplay moments with Andal.
Right. Exactly. Therefore, I'm not in your boat.
Alright, yeah, I don't know. The problem is I don't know what you did because you didn't do anything with him, so I just imagined you were doing it the same stuff we were.
No.
I made sure that he knew where his place was and that he stayed in it.
If I was going to talk to him, I
just
will
laughed.
talk to him. Don't assume that Hannah's saying what you're saying to people. Hannah has a very different outlook on life than it seems like Jace does. So
I think all of us have a pretty different
that's true.
look.
We do.
So anyways,
Like, Abrellis is like almost completely neutral. Like, she's not on your side unless you're explicitly like on her side.
So you're like Treebeard then? No one's on. You're not on anyone's side because no one's on your side.
Yeah, but I'm not a
Aw.
fucking tree.
Damn.
You're not a fucking tree.
I'll have to buy, so I think I'm just gonna hold on to this gold.
God, do I want to make another copy of this? No, I don't. Okay. We're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just fixing all my numbers on my sheet. It's kind of annoying.
But yeah, next session for sure we will be in Karamaga. So look forward to
Alright.
that. I'm looking forward to it.
you sure we're
I don't
going
know.
to
A lot can
survive the
happen on
Boat?
on a Boat Pluto between Boat
That's
and
true.
Kermaga.
That's true. A lot could, but I think
If there
we'll,
isn't a
we'll
murder
get to
mystery,
Karamaga.
Jace will make one.
I'm not Caleb.
all I'm
not the
saying is
slasher.
even-
Oh, so
even
Caleb
if
is the
they're-
slasher then. Confirmed.
Even if
Confirmed.
there is a murder mystery on the boat, I promise that it will only at most take an entire 4-hour session.
Alright,
Oh.
Exactly.
that's reassuring.
And make it really hard. Even though it's not hard.
Yeah.
Make it like so painfully obvious, but it's hard to get to it.
I'll make it really painfully obvious, and then we'll all painfully
Is it painfully
deal
obvious?
with it.
It seems like it's more subversive.
Yeah, that's gonna be what's gonna cause people to be
Like you
confused. They'll
think
be like,
it's
it
this,
can't.
but then the DM
It can't
tells
be
you
that
it's
obvious.
this. He was right in front of you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. I
Maybe
think all
I'll
my
just,
stuff's up to date. My character's insane.
I'll just drag and drop Mantis's one that I missed.
Oh,
that
there
I
you
heard
go.
Oh,
glowing reviews
no.
of.
No, don't do that. That one upset me.
Yeah.
What?
Why did
There
it
was
put
one
you?
in. There was one in
Because he
Mantis's,
dicked you over on a spell. He completely dicked you over.
What spell? I don't remember
Speak
this.
with dead.
That's true. He did dick at me over on Speak with Dead. Yep, that's right.
We
I
were
forgot about
already
that.
like 3 hours into the fucking session. We were like coming to a conclusion, and then he just made it go on even longer. So yeah, I wasn't.
Like
I
he
wasn't
didn't.
super
He didn't
happy.
let the Speak with Dead give you the
answers.
information you were.
The-
Yeah,
hoping it
he
would.
was
Yeah, the
like,
person
he
just
was
didn't
like,
tell
my love did it, my love, blah blah. But it was like so like
Yeah, it's like
vague. Yeah.
if he was a real person who was murdered, he would have just said it's this person and he would have known the context that we don't know who his love is.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
whatever.
I mean,
It's fine.
the spell is
I
kind of.
don't know. Speak with Dead, I think, is maybe supposed to be a little vague, anyways. I'm not
Sometimes
sure.
it
Or like,
can be
why would he not want us to know? I guess is the problem. Like, if he didn't want us to know, it would make sense. But
Because it does say answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive, especially if the creature would have opposed you in life. Like that's the first paragraph.
right, yeah.
Speak
I
with
think that's
Dead.
what he was
So-
playing off of.
Yeah, so I kind of can see. I see why it would have been very frustrating, especially 3 hours in, and if you kind of like,
And
especially if you already think you
he
kind of
said
know,
that we weren't
like,
supposed to have the murder mystery at all. Like, it wasn't even like. Anyways.
Oh,
No,
yeah?
we were supposed to have it. He was expecting it to be like a
Really
30-minute
short.
thing,
Yeah.
not a whole session.
But he
thing,
started
yeah.
dragging it
Yeah,
on
yeah.
himself. So yeah, I don't know. And by
And
that
like
point,
we were
I was
basically
done
on
with
to
it.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we basically got all the answers, and we were like saying the right things. Like, yeah, we're pretty sure this is it. Okay, how do we like
Right.
bring this up? But like, he didn't lead us on to realize.
I wasn't
is that
there,
not
so I
it?
can't really. I
Yeah.
can't really judge too much on it, but it
Yeah.
does sound like maybe if you guys were pretty sure, like to speak with Dead would have been a good opportunity for him to just
For him to
confirm,
just
like,
be
okay,
like,
yeah, you're right.
exactly.
Mhm.
You know.
That's kind of.
kind
So I kind of
yeah.
I can kind of
whatever.
see both sides on this one. Like I kind of understand where he's coming from and making it cryptic because that is what it says on the spell. But yeah, but I wasn't there, so it's kind of like I said, I
that's fine.
can't.
You
I
have
can't
our side
really
of the story
pass-
only, so.
Just don't expect that shit to
Right,
take a half
I-
hour. I guess.
Yeah. So I
When we
I-
inevitably have a murder mystery, just know
I
it'll
can't
take all
It's gonna be a
session.
confirm-
whole session.
I can't confirm or deny whether or not there will be a murder mystery on the boat.
There could always be a bad fish attacking your boat. Those are
There
always
could. That's the other
possibilities.
thing you got to be scared about is that when you get on the boat, there might be some like bullshit, like where I'm like, oh, I never get to use this murder fish.
This
When am I gonna
octopus
ever
that
be able
to
swallows
use-
the boat.
When am I ever going to be able to use this CR7 murder fish again?
Give me something I can throw a bomb at.
You could throw a bomb
I
at a
wanna
murder
throw a
fish.
bomb at the-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
This is the 12-armed murder fish.
12
Alright,
armed murder.
But only
Yeah,
if we
got-
play with critical
You have
failures.
one in mind, don't you, when you think of murder fish, don't you? Yes. Dang.
Actually, I'm going to make you fight Kung Fu Kraken, the
Oh,
legend himself.
God.
That's pretty good.
The one that the hypothetical Kung Fu Kraken who is used in arguments against fumble decks all over forums.
Yeah.
He does exist. I thought he was
He
just a
does.
legend, but it turns out he's real. He's here to flail at a practice target and maim himself within one round.
Yeah. But don't you dare make fun of him, because if you do, he'll get up there and he'll hit you, but I guarantee you he'll miss.
Yeah.
I assume this is a magic reference at this point.
No, this is a
No?
reference
Oh,
to
okay.
so there was a post, I think I saw a post on Reddit that was referencing this, and they're basically using a couple hypothetical characters to like illustrate the problem with fumbles. And one of the characters that they use to demonstrate this is a character called Kung Fu Kraken, who basically is a monk, but he's a kraken that has like 12 tentacles or some shit. And
Right.
the idea that they're saying is if you're using a fumble, he's almost guaranteed. I think
To
they may
kill
have even given him
himself
like
or hurt
20
himself?
tentacles, but they're like saying
Oh,
like he's
just because he
statistically
has so many attacks.
he's statistically guaranteed to fumble every time he does a full round attack. So even if he's just fighting a target dummy, like practicing doing non-lethal damage to an inanimate target dummy, you have to keep in mind that whatever fumble system you use needs to make logical sense. Where even if the Kung Fu Kraken, fucks up and fumbles every single time he attacks, he's not just going to kill himself attacking a target dummy. So they're like saying one that kind of works okay maybe would be one where like if you fumble, you provoke an attack opportunity. Like a target dummy's not going to kill you on that, right?
Yeah, the fumble
But,
tables
I mean,
are
it still
so
feel-
fucking extreme. Like no wonder people don't like them, because they're like, you break a leg,
Yeah.
and it's like, wait, what?
There are some fumble systems where like a 1 will basically stop the rest of your attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just forget that fumbles are even in the game because we don't play with
They're
them.
not.
I
Well, they're
would
not.
be-
They're not in the
not.
game.
That's
Are
a
they
not?
Pathfinder thing.
And
No.
it's just a
Oh,
pervasive
okay.
house rule that lots of people like to use, but I
Yeah,
don't use
no,
them
that's dumb.
because, like I said, things like that. The other character that he had in there was a level 1 commoner using a martial weapon that he's not proficient with.
Oh.
It has like 10 strength,
So he's always gonna.
and that's kind of the other argument there. Well, he's not gonna fumble because he only has 1 attack.
Yeah.
That was like kind of the whole point. Like Kung Fu Kraken's going in there fucking fumbling multiple times around, whereas like an idiot peasant that doesn't even know how to use his weapon is holding it backwards. Is
only does it like 1 in 20
he only
times.
he hardly ever fumbles. So that was one of the other characters they used, kind of showing like the issue with it. But yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, yeah. So you'll fight Kung Fu Kraken. Is my point. The
Woo!
infamous
Alright,
Kung
cool.
Fu Kraken.
Yay!
Nice.
So it's either gonna be that or a murder mystery. So watch out.
Well,
I will throw
I'll
a bomb
take
and
the
sink that
Kraken.
whole ship, and we'll take a month to get the
It
Kermaga.
could be. Maybe he'll be a murder mystery. You guys will find out that Kung Fu Kraken's dead.
Oh,
Murder
shit.
mystery, like
Oh,
who
no.
killed Kung Fu?
Kraken.
Yeah.
He
And
fumbled.
then at the end
It
you'll
was
find
him.
out it was himself. It was accidental suicide.
Oh man.
Yeah?
Actually, this
The
would
dice
be.
killer.
I
This,
mean, it's spoiled
this
now, though.
could be. Yeah, this could actually be like kind of a funny encounter to put in there, but I've already ruined it now, so now I can't use it in this.
Yeah, you have to
this
save it for a
particular
couple
adventure.
years.
I'll have to save it, yeah, for another group or something.
Or a year. 1 year. No, we won't remember this in a year. 6 months, even.
I will.
Yeah.
Well, after we see
I-
it, sure, but when
I
we're
would
just
as
like
a-
playing, it's like, why the hell is there a Kraken that's dead? What?
I would probably as a player. I remember I had a friend who was talking about like I think it was for Sunless Citadel. No, the one after Sunless Citadel, like the dwarf fortress one that takes place
The
after
dwarf
Sunless
fortress.
Citadel. In 3.0 was when we played it, but there was some story he told me about like when he played through it, and then when he was running it for us later, like a year or two later, we ran into something like, oh, this is from that story. He's like, what? You remember that? Like, yeah, I do remember it. I remember that story. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right.
But yeah, so
Guess
be
that's
ready
it.
for the Kung Fu
Kung
Kraken
Fu
murder
Kraken.
mystery. Yeah, be ready for it.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I want the boat to try to murder us.
Well, you
Someone
did say
murders the
it
boat.
was a self-powered boat, right?
It is a magically powered
So,
boat.
It's
You know?
conscious. It's self-aware.
Magical paddle wheel is capable of propelling the riverboat up the wide, sluggish river of the Yonda Bakari at an astonishing 50 miles per day.
Ooh, astonishing.
Well, I do
Yeah.
have this potato-shaped bomb I can shove up its tailpipe.
There you go. So, yep.
Yep.
We'll meet Othlo Jonke, or however you say his name there.
On the 29th.
Be on the 29th. Hopefully everybody
2
can be
days
there.
before Halloween.
2
Put
days
did we
before
get?
Halloween.
We didn't do anything to get XP, did we?
Maybe.
Yeah. No XP,
Okay,
unfortunately.
that's fine. I mean, we got a massive chunk last time.
You got
so-
a lot of money though.
And this was kind of like a wrap up bookkeeping
is
session.
sort of a wrap up. We could have maybe got some XP if we went back in and.
Oh yeah, we
did
could
some of
have.
the,
But everyone was kind of against that. I was
Yeah,
on the
I didn't
fence.
award you XP for that stuff the same way I did for so I gave you XP basically for like the troglodytes and boggars because you guys just avoided them.
Because we got by
But
them. Yeah.
this stuff is mostly all optional stuff, so I didn't give you it for just
Yep, that makes
not
sense.
going and doing it. So
Yeah, we shouldn't get XP for everything we avoid in the game, but if
Yeah.
it's something that's in our way and we avoid it, then
right. If it's
Yeah.
something that you
Yep.
normally would have had to
I like
deal
that.
with that you just avoid altogether, I just give you XP anyway. 'Cause I don't want to punish you for, taking like a different route, especially if it's something that I think's like kind of clever. So like if you guys had just avoided the statue,
We probably
and,
could have
like,
gotten a lot of XP for avoiding Andal. We
maybe
just said no to him.
you said no. If you guys had said
He
no,
leached
you guys
our
could have.
XP.
You guys maybe could have taken the crazy old man Jasper with you instead.
Yeah.
I was.
That would have been a lot of fun, right?
I mean, I'm down for crazy old man. I don't know if Hannah is, but I'm down for crazy old man.
he's still in Magnamar. You guys could go find him while you guys are here for a week.
No, I think Hannah didn't want him. Like, I think that was.
Oh,
was
yeah, no,
kinda
I
I
think
think he
everybody
was a
was-
liability.
Yeah.
I think
I don't
everybody
any
was
of us
on board with
wanted
that.
him.
I don't think anybody wanted. He really wanted to go with you,
That's
He's like,
why
"I'll
we
help."
didn't want him.
and you guys are like, "Yeah, no. I think
Plus, we
you're
already
gonna
had
have to sit
Andal.
out this one." You already had Andal, and he is actually literally like a schizophrenic. So
Yeah, not
Yeah.
so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. So
Yep. Take
hope you
care,
guys had
everybody. I'll see you
fun. I
tomorrow.
know, like I said, it was kind of
Yeah.
a bookkeeping session, but I'm
I
looking
mean,
forward
I
to.
got loot and items, so yeah.
There's a little bit of roleplay in there too, so
Yeah.
I like kind of the little cliffhanger thing too. On we got a couple of those in there. We got the one about I wonder what's gonna happen with Andal and his team that leads back into the ladies' light. But then there's also Oriana going to the Church of Lamashtu, which I think is
Yeah,
kind of
that was the best.
funny.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I kind of wish that we heard back from that, but
You might.
well,
You
maybe
might
we'll
still
find
hear
out
about it.
later. True, yeah, could happen.
I love Pilbo's church so much.
Oh.
He's a great example.
Yeah, I'm just glad I don't know about it.
There was a
Yeah.
I was actually talking about it with Star Fox actually. Because his group because he said he ran it and played it. Like he played it first and then he ran it later. And I think I can't remember which one he said. One of his groups, basically like, and it says this is written in the book about doing this, like recruited or like kind of helped redeem the troglodytes. Like, I actually thought there was a chance that would happen, that Pilbo would like recruit the troglodytes into the Church of Lamashtu, because they actually worship like a different demon basically, but like their priest
Mhm.
dies and they're all like they've got beat up by the boggars because the boggars had like tactical advice and weapons from the
Yeah.
Grey Maidens, so they're like in really sad shape. So one of the things you can do, like you can kind of like work with them to make them like get back into society kind of in their own weird way. Like you can they have thing in there where you can like maybe recruit them to gather materials for someone else in Magnamar that was like, which I don't think I really had them approach you guys, but that was a potential quest that they could have had in there. Was like, hey, could you find someone to like gather these like these herbs that I need grow out in the swamp, and you could be like, yeah, we'll have the troglodytes do that for her. Like they'll be her supplier now. But you guys didn't really deal with them, so I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna.
Aside from maybe Pilbo,
No
I don't
regrets.
think we're the most empathetic group.
Right, that's the saying. I think it would have been. I was thinking it might be. There was a chance though that Pilbo would have tried to recruit them into the Church of Lamashtu. So, but Like,
Probably.
that definitely seems.
I
That
mean,
definitely
Jason's
seems like-
kind of empathetic. Just
And they would be
he
like
didn't know that
super.
that was a situation.
Yeah, they probably would have been
He might
super
be
enthusiastic
empathetic.
about it.
But Abrellis enjoys like teasing and getting on his nerves way too much.
Jace is
Yeah.
the best at being empathetic.
She was very
He's just
sad and like upset when
egotistical,
you died.
but nice.
Yeah.
Hannah's
Oh,
goal
yeah,
driven.
well-
I mean, I'll be empathetic if necessary, but like we didn't meet them,
Oh, yeah.
so therefore we didn't have to
Hannah
have
seems
that.
Hannah seems to be like the really like pragmatic sort who's like
Yeah.
like what is this? How does this benefit us? This like cost benefit analysis kind of like
Yeah.
we have to stick to the schedule.
Stick to the schedule.
Yeah.
She's the one that's gonna be like, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed.
There
Or
you
worse,
go.
expelled.
No, yeah. You're definitely the pragmatist of the group. Abrellis is young and a little
I need
bit
to watch
reckless
Harry Potter.
sometimes,
uh,
and she's headstrong.
I need some more HP. HP marathon, anyone? Yeah.
HP marathon?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh.
Do they have those
No.
watch party things on Twitch yet, where you can like watch? shit
Yeah.
On Amazon
Yeah,
Prime,
but you have to have
like, stream it?
Prime, and they have to.
Yeah,
have
everyone has to have
Prime,
Prime, yeah.
And
I
I
don't
don't
know if they
have
have Harry Potter
Prime
on
because
Prime, though.
fuck Amazon.
I don't know if they have it on it either. Yeah, I don't have Prime either. But I remember that being a thing, so that they were talking about.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah,
doubt
I think
Harry Potter's
Swinky's
even
done
on
that a
Prime.
couple of times with her.
What's
Yeah.
this? Amazon.
Alright, I guess that's it.
No, yeah, it's you have to pay for it.